Alrighty. And we are off like a herd of turtles. Martian is here. JBHR. I have no idea how you pronounce any of that. Gilbert is here. Gilbert, how you doing? Brandon! Holy cow. Brandon, I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Hope everything's okay wherever you are in the world. Not now. Let's see what we got working. Working, and working. Cool beanies. So let's get ready to roll out the barrel. Roll out the barrel today. La, 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 la. All right, let's get ready to go. Answer: Brian, Jeremy, Randy, Michael, Givenchy. That's an interesting name. Frozen. Back again, Frozen. Saw you here a couple of days ago. Gecko. Cool beans. Let's get started, everyone. It is time to get rolling. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk. Brought to you by, Dennis Mancini is here. Dennis, how's it going? My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by The 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose trading strategy to gain 1% per week. Now, 1% a week does come to over 50% per year. Hey, Bama Redneck, thank you. It does come to over 50% per year. Silver Wolf, how's it going? But it's not simple and easy as just pushing a button. You got to push a bunch of buttons, so to speak. Other than that, it is an easy. I'm a loss for words today. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it is an easy trading strategy. Okay. Now, it was created for my 9-year-old daughter because in 2008, okay, she jumped up on my lap, said, "Daddy, can you teach me what you're doing?" Okay. Now, here's the thing. With a 9-year-old, it's got to be simple. Okay? They're not the brightest bunch on the planet. They're just not. I love her to death, but at 9 years old, she was your typical 9-year-old. Not 100% there. So, that being said, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. So, along with that 5 criteria, I came up with 5 rules. Rule number 1, never buy something you don't understand. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Rule number 4, weekly options are a must because I want a weekly cash flow. And rule number 5 is make sure the numbers work. Well, we're going to get into all of that as we progress throughout the evening. I'm here from 9 o'clock until 11:30. I always make that deal. If we have over 200 people by 11:30, I'll stay on a little bit later. That being said, let's get rolling. First stock we want to take a look at today is going to be Estee Lauder, because Estee Lauder paid an interesting premium this week, and I already have some of it, so it's kind of nice to see where we're going. T-Dog, what's happening? Nice to see you here, T-Dog. So let's take a look at Estee Lauder. Let's go all the way back to 1 year, because I have a certain routine, for lack of better words. First thing I always want to do when I am starting out, I want to take a look at the 1 year chart. The 1 year chart gives me an idea of what the stock has been doing all year, where it currently is, where it was, in what direction it's going. So I'm looking for 5 particular things anytime I look at any chart. Number 1, where's the high? Number 2, where's the low? Number 3, where was it a year ago? Number 4, where is it now? And number 5, what is the overall motion or movement? Well, this thing went up, down, up, down. So right now it's getting ready to turn right here. So that's where we are right now. That's the important part. Now, this already happened. This here is going to give us an idea of where we expect it to go next. Now, reading charts really not that difficult. It doesn't take brain surgeon to say, hey, there's the high, there's the low. That's where it was a year ago. This is where it is now. Am I going all the way to the end of that chart? Yes, I am. I'm at the end. All right, so now, after I take a look at the 1 year chart, because I don't want to buy at the high and I don't want to buy at the low, she's somewhere in between. Okay. Currently, the stock is at $89. So the 89 is going for $3.70. Now, we got 3 days left. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This company is still offering over 3% for this week. How do you feel about uranium mining or nuclear stocks? James, you actually got to give me a ticker symbol to look at. Okay? Now, I don't categorize my stocks by what they do. I categorize my stocks by how often do they increase their dividends. All right, James, CJJ, never heard of it. CJJ, we'll take a look at it, so hang tight. Terry Smith, we took a look at Coca-Cola yesterday. We'll take a look at it again. But let's finish up with Estee Lauder first, okay? Now, back over here. Let's isolate and see what the last 90 days look like. Okay, well, here's the last 90 days. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at the direction. Now, on the 90-day chart, I'm looking for movement. Okay, Mahmood wants to take a look at DJT. DJT. Now, DJT has no dividends whatsoever. James, they will be a new for this strategy, but I have some NNE and OKLO. All right, Bama Redneck, he's in there. He's in the mix with that weird shit. Now, the reason why I'm calling it weird shit, okay, is because I've never heard of it. Now, I have a very strict rule when I'm buying. I like companies that are consistently profitable. Now, Bama Redneck, he's still working, so he's a working man, so he has cash coming in from working. Me, no. All my money comes in from my trading accounts. Okay, so I make 1% per week on whatever I have invested. Now, that 1% pays my bills. Most of you people here are probably still working, so you look at things differently. Okay, William Cody, Cohen's. Yeah, Meta, no. Okay, Meta, Alphabet, Google, whatever you want to call that damn thing. Ben Morednick, I just bought CCJ and OKLO. Cool beans. OKLO. I can probably bet all four of those are going to be no. OKLO. All right. That being said, Nova Nordisk. Yeah, no. Sorry, dude. The last 90 days, besides the high, low, is, all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff, I want to see what kind of a pattern there is over the last 90 days, the last 3 months. Okay? Up. This goes down, up, down, way up. Look at that big, huge gap. Well, that gap filled. Now she comes down. Now she's bouncing right here. Look at this last week right there. That is interesting. Jill Ann Bruner. How are you doing today? What stock to buy tomorrow and hold or watch? Well, Phantom, right now we're taking a look at Estee Lauder. So let's keep looking at the numbers. The last 30 days. Here we go. Last 30 days. Look at that. 30 days ago was the 30-day high, 103. Drops all the way down to the bottom at 86. Now, from 103 to 86, 14, 7, that's a $17 drop. Okay. How to over-leverage properly. Trey Bray. Is that Tree Bree? Is that right? Tree Bree? I don't know how you pronounce that. But how to over-leverage properly. I'm not quite sure what you mean there. But, if you can explain it a little bit better, I'll be more than glad to address that question, or is that a statement? I don't know. All right. That being said, the last 30 days, right here, 30-day bottom was last Tuesday. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days. Very slow to the upside, but still to the upside. So the question always comes back to, wait a minute, before we go to that question, let's take a look at the seasonality chart. Now, for those of you who don't know what the seasonality chart for Estee Lauder, okay. The seasonality. Ricky! Bro! DJT. Yep. We'll see what happens. 30 days ago, sorry. The seasonality chart is actually one whole year at a time. All the way to the left is January 1st. All the way to the right is December 31st. The blue line represents this year, the movement. This little blue dot, that's today. Okay, the red line represents the movement average over a 10-year period. I love SoFi long term. I don't like SoFi there, Ricky. All right, Skill. Another person want to look at SoFi. What do you think about Boeing? Now, I heard something today that Elon Musk bought Boeing. Did anybody besides me hear that? Anybody at all? No? Nobody heard about Elon Musk buying Boeing. I like SoFi, but not for this strategy. Good earnings, but got stuck. Okay. Well, we're asking about Boeing. Has anybody heard whether or not it's true that Warren Buffett bought Boeing? I like SoFi until I use the app. I'm not quite sure, lost what that means, but okay. Let's concentrate back here again. Fake news. Oh, well, alrighty then. Well, when in doubt, wheel. Yeah, Ricky, I'm not so sure. Elon or Warren Buffett? Well, okay. Here's what hypothetically Estee Lauder is going to look like for the rest of the year. Here we are way over here, which is today. Look at that movement. Nice. All the way up to the end of the year. So why wouldn't you? Now, this is like itching upon my brain, so I'm going to take a quick look and see if Elon Musk actually did buy, or if someone did. Oh, merger of McDonnell Douglas and Boeing. 1997 merger of the price way for Boeing. That was 2020. That's 1997. 2001. That's no new news. News about Elon Musk bought Boeing. Elon Musk's Elon is seeming has seen okay. That used to be a Air China record show. The plane spotter filmed the jet. Blah blah blah. SpaceX bought a. Oh, it always says that he bought a plane. Okay, it says Elon Musk SpaceX has seemingly bought a Boeing 737. That used to belong to China Air, record show, blah, blah, blah. So he didn't actually, has also merged top provider, launch, military, blah, blah, blah. Did Elon Musk buy, deal another blow, shares of Elon Musk created at over 45%, blah, 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 as blah, blah. I don't know. It's just no real news on that one. Let's get out of that. I hate that crap. All right. It said Elon bought 2 days ago. Where does the estimate of Estee Lauder increase come from? You said Elon bought it, and then you said Warren Buffett. No, that's not what I said. I said someone else said that. Daniel said Elon or Warren Buffett. Okay, so I saw something in the news today. Okay, may not have been true, but Elon Musk bought Boeing. Okay, well, we just saw a news clip that said he bought a Boeing. All right, anyway. Okay. Any news about waste management? Ooh, Kyle, waste management. I haven't had anybody take a look at waste management in months, but we'll take a look at it. Let's go back to Estee Lauder. Now, as I was saying, look at the movement for Estee Lauder. Okay? Hypothetically speaking, that's what it looks like. Okay? Not guaranteed it's going to continue it, but if that's what it does normally this time of year, well, that's another good indicator. So we have a good indicator where it's bouncing off the bottom. Okay? 30-day high, a 30-day bottom going to the upside. Seasonality is pointing that direction also. The premium on the $89 option is almost 4%. Almost. Not quite, but almost 4% if you like Estee Lauder. Now, I already do own some Estee Lauder, but it is what it is. All right. When will Spider fall down? All right, EST 2020. I don't look at the spiders. If you actually really did your research on SPY, yeah, you wouldn't buy it either. Seriously, look at the rate of return you're getting on SPY. That's number one. Look at the consistency of the dividends all over the place. Financial literacy, how are you doing? Siri Ghost, I can't even read that one. And Alex, how are you doing over there too? So, it didn't time it. Oh, I didn't time it right. Okay. Ricky, Starbucks. Starbucks, Walgreens, and Diego long term. I work for this company and we are killing it in bottles per minute. Okay, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by all that, Ricky. One topic at a time would probably be better. All right, so EST 2020. Seriously, dude, look at the numbers, the fundamental numbers of spiders. Okay, you go into Yahoo Finance, put an SPY, look at the history of the dividends and how consistently horrible the dividends are. They're up, they're down, they're up, they're down, they're up, they're down. No consistency whatsoever. Then take a look at the yield, the yearly yield. You're going to dump money into it, and then you're going to get a return for the year. I believe it's absolutely terrible. It is. But if you like it, hey, not a problem. All right, so next, first on the list is SMC. SMC. Now, this was dragged over from last night. Now, SMC is going to be a no right off the bat because it is a monthly optional stock. I just don't like them. The numbers just don't work. I say that over and over and over again, and I always get people throwing monthlies at me, and then I have to take a look at them and say, no. All right, it's that simple. No. Good evening, sir. Well, Kerry, good evening to you, and thank you for that lovely courtesy. Most people just jump on and just want me to take a look at stuff. Lost, Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is on the list for us to take a look at tonight. Well, we're going to look at CJJ first. Good evening, Luke, and how are you today? Now, somebody wants to take a look at CJJ. That's going to be a no right off the bat. It has no options. Terribly sorry. And look, the computer can't even find a chart on it. That's going to be a no. Now we're looking at Coca-Cola. Well, I like Coca-Cola. They've been around for over 140 years. Okay? Now, there are like 5 fake accounts trying to be you. Adam Dwayne Wade. Okay, cool. Actually, Adam, there's 28 last I counted. There could be more, okay? But last I counted, there was 28. That was last week. So there might be more. I don't know. All right, Lost wants to take a look at Coca-Cola. Dividend King Extraordinaire. CAVA in 1 year. What the heck is CAVA? CAVA. Owen, we'll take a look at it. All right? But at this moment in time, we're looking at Coca-Cola. Now, Coca-Cola is going to be a no right off the bat. Okay, Jude, DJT is on the list to take a look at next, so just sit tight. Is that fresh paint on the wall? Yeah, we did a lemon lime color. It's kind of like a yellow, but they call it lemon lime. Just got an email as well. Blocked and reported. It's a food chain. Okay. Thank you, Filthy Weston. All right. Coca-Cola. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at the direction. She goes up. Now she's going down. 65.56. We'll be looking at the 66s. 26 cents, 30 cents. Yeah, that's going to be in and out. But there's only 3 days. Yeah, it's going to be no. Look, even a week out. Even next week's 66s aren't paying 1%. Very rarely do I ever buy Coca-Cola. How about SRV? Never heard of it. SRV. Now, usually when I say I never heard of it, it's going to be a no. DJT. Well, DJT is a no. We know that one. Hey, Owen, CAVA, we'll take a gander at it. Just sit tight. What do we have over here on YouTube? How far back do you use charts to analyze? 1 year. I'm not quite sure what you're looking for. What I'm looking for is a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. I like to jump in on Monday. I like to be out on a Friday. I don't buy anything long term. The longest I've ever held anything. Scott Kindred, how are you this evening? The longest I've ever held anything is 9 months, and I didn't do it on purpose. Thank you for looking at Coca-Cola. I appreciate it. Thank you, Terry. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Coca-Cola. I really do. But the numbers just don't work. I mean, if you wanted to do it, fine. You'll get like 40, maybe 35, 40% by throwing Coca-Cola in there. I like 50%. Call me weird. I don't know. So, somebody want to look at DJT. Well, DJT is going to be a big fat no. They don't have any dividends. They're a relatively new company. New companies, no matter who's behind them. Okay? The man in the big seat, even though he's behind him, he was behind lots of companies. Some of them are still here. Most of them aren't. So why would I want to put my money into a company that doesn't have a long established record? That's a no. What the hell are you thinking? Absolutely. Anyway, look at DJT the last 30 days. Got one gap up, another gap up. Nice move to the upside. We're currently around 52.41. Looks like the market maker is going to pull it back tomorrow. See, because it closed at 51.51. And the ask price is 52. No, wait a minute. That's going to the up. Holy shit, yeah. That's going up even higher tomorrow. Okay. Look at the puts. That's almost a 10%. The 45s, even the 49s, the 50s. Wow. Those are some crazy-ass premiums on this. Ricky, how are you doing? Okay. DJT made me over $12,000 in 5 days. Cool beans. Off of $5,000. That's cool beans too. But it's very risky. I don't do risky stuff, Ricky. Sorry. I mean, if it works for you, great. No, that's wonderful. All right. TSM. Didn't we just look at TSM? Wait a minute. TSM. Taiwan Semiconductors. Yeah. Okay. Well, Taiwan Semiconductors is in a downturn at the moment. Look at the gap up that they had last week. Is the price for those traders worth it? I'm not quite sure which one you're talking about. But look at the gap down, the gap up. Okay, a couple of weeks ago. Okay, eventually that's going to fill. And this thing is slowly coming to the downside. So TSM might be good in about 2 weeks. Pump and dump for DJT. Get it out and put it in November. Yep, I hear you, Ricky. So I'm going to put TSM on the list for next week. So we'll take a gander at it and see if this is going to be a new bottom or if this is going to keep coming down. Doge? Yeah, no. Sorry, Louisiana. Louisiana Duck Masters. Nope. I'll sell. There you go, Barbara Ann. PPG. For DAS Trader actual software, for example, oh boy, I use Interactive Broker or Ameritrade. Well, Ameritrade's no longer in existence because Ameritrade used to own Thinkorswim, but they don't own it anymore. Is Costco about $100 a month bought premium price? I have no idea what that means. You asked me for a long time. Okay, what do you think about IONQ? Never heard of it, Stacy. Can you trade weekly options on Robinhood? Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, I do trade weekly options on Robinhood. Now, I got 6 different accounts. Robinhood is one. I got a couple in Robinhood. I got 3 here and other ones. But premium price is more expensive. Yeah, I don't buy. I sell. Okay, I don't buy options. I sell options because 80% of all options expire worthless. So why would I want to be a buyer? Think about it. If 80% of all options expire worthless, why would you want to buy them? What do you think about CAVA in 1 year? It's a restaurant company. Can you take a quick gander? Okay, Owen, you already asked me about that. I told you more than likely it's going to be a no. Okay, more than likely. Okay, Kava Group. Well, they got weekly options. Interesting. Look at the chart. It's just going straight up. Okay, how are the dividends? All right, Muad. What stocks do you recommend? I don't recommend anything. I recommend people do their own research. I take a look at them. All right, lost exactly. AMDY. Never heard of it. Okay, so let's take a look at how well CAVA has paid out its dividends. CAVA. Now, why I'm looking for dividends is because I want to see if the company is consistently profitable. Okay, I use it to give me an idea. They don't have dividends. Well, then why are we looking at it? I like MPW. I like MPW too. As a matter of fact, I think I still have some MPW. Hard facts. Thank you, Ricky. MPW. Okay, so apparently CAVA has no dividends. I move markets but don't sell a thing. I'm everywhere yet invisible, affecting all without a sound. What am I? Electricity. What is your top about? My top up is about companies that you guys have me take a look at, like AMDY. All right, so let's take a look at AMDY. AMDY. That's a no. See? That's a no. It's a monthly optionable stock. I don't like monthly options because they just don't pay well. Okay? Once I take a look at the numbers, okay, what the hell are you thinking? It has no dividends at all. Why are we looking at it? Heimlich & Payne, HP. Wealth of a nation is the answer. Okay, options. Yep. Okay, wonderful. That's also electricity too, because you move all the markets, and that is electricity. Okay, anyway, I guess it's more depth than that. Louisiana Duckmasters wants to take a look at Heimlich & Payne. I don't think anyone has ever asked me to take a look at Heimlich & Payne before. That's probably why. Is the blue shirt for blue chip stocks? Nope. I'm a friend to investors, but risky to those who guess. Okay, I'm not gonna do quizzes. Sorry. All right. Back to where we were. Heimlich & Payne is a monthly. I don't do monthlies because the numbers just don't work. The invisible hand, wealth of the nation is the answer. Okay. Lululemon clothing company. Yeah, no, they haven't been around long enough. Could we check out Lucid? LCID. Now you guys are just busting out a whole bunch of crap. Okay, Lucid. LUCID. Is that right? No. No, LCID. All right, so LCID, Lucid, has no dividends. That's a no. Okay? Lululemon has not been around long enough. Futures, no. A stripper, okay, Luke, there you go. Ford. Now let's take a look at Ford. I'll put Ford down. We'll take a look at it in a little bit. Ford. Okay, so CAVA is a no. OKLO. Who came up with that? OKLO. Interesting. That's weird. Walmart. Walmart, WMT. All right, wait a second. OKLO. OKLO. No dividends. What is it, you guys? You keep... I'm wasting time with Medical Properties Trust. Oh. AMD. Pipeline. All right, hold on. I'm going to pause you guys for a little bit. What about Cube? They pay high dividends. I need to get some Ford. All right, Ricky. I'm saying no to Ford, but you can do that if you like. Okay, WMT, AMD. Okay, so MPW, we are going to take a look at that. Hold tight. Let me take a look at what we have up on the board. I hate that. I like Walmart. Well, cool beans. I sound fun. H-band. Apart from convergence, divergence, crossover, death cross, other keys are you to look for to indicate analysis. Oh, dude, seriously, you're making it way more complicated than it needs to be. Ugh. All right. Where am I? OKLO. That's what we're looking for. Yeah. No dividends. No thank you. Waste management. WM. Waste management. Monthly. Holy cow. That's a no. What the heck is SRV? SRV. Yeah, that's a no. MPW. I like MPW. H-band bank stock, reliable dividends, been around since the 1800s. Okay. HBAN. It's on the list. We'll take a look at it, Ricky. Okay, just sit tight. We'll take a look. All right. H House, Lululemon. Can you check Lucid? We checked Lucid. That's a no. Ford. All right. Ford is on the list. We'll take a look at it. Mickey. I'm trying to figure all of this out a little confused. I did a sell covered call at 27 on Siri at the market this morning. It shows I still have 200 shares. And it is at $41 plus. What do I do now? Well, Mickey, just sit and chill. I will take a look at Siri. I'll take a look at Siri and we'll go from there. Okay, I missed another question. Oh, Nijadari. Okay, professional trader companies do a lot of indicators. They use statements, strategies in their screens to help, but they analyze using more than 200 indicators to make a decision. Wow. There's nothing wrong with that at all. If that's what they want to do, perfect. Let them do that. Mine's a little simpler, okay? I like it. 2 indicators. That's it. Just 2. And then I throw in a lot of common sense. Okay, indicator number 1. 20 years of profitability. Okay. Consistent profits. I like that idea. Number 2, weekly options. Now, we looked the other day, there's 9,720 something different companies to choose from. So out of that 9,700 different companies, only about 300 have consistently increased their dividends for more than 20 consecutive years and have weekly options. So out of that 9,700 different companies, I'm only looking at 300. Okay, Dennis wants to take a look at Macy's. Can you talk more about rolling a covered call a little more this evening? How about Hog, for example? Okay, we'll look at Macy's, and then we'll look at Harley-Davidson. I actually have both of those. Alrighty then. Okay, so Lost wants to take... Wait a minute. We're looking at MPW, okay? Let's cut out with all the stuff for a minute. Let me just go over some of the stocks that we actually have on the list. MPW. High, low, where was it? Where is it? It's basically in a big fat channel. Look at that. Just going sideways. I hate saying sideways because it doesn't really make sense. All right. Here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is, here's the direction it's going. See that? Down, up, down, up, down. Basically just sideways. 467. Okay, so the 450 is going for 22. Yeah, that's a no for this week. Next week is going for 36. Well, that works for next week because we're losing 16 cents and 17 cents right at the top. So that brings us to 17 from 36, 19 cents. 19 cents on a $4.50 position. So I'm going to write that down. MPW, and I'm going to circle it because it looks good to me. Now, what does MPW usually do? But before we do that, let's take a look at the numbers. A year ago, MPW is at 489. Finds the bottom of the year at 287, and that was in January. Okay, we have a double top. Hits it once in May, 655, and then hits it again in the middle of September. Okay, from middle of September to where we are now, that's a big drop. Look at it. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So we're right here at the moment, 466. The 30-day bottom is right there. Okay, so here's your 30-day chart. 30 days ago was the high. 2 weeks ago is the bottom. She goes up, down, up, down. Now we're sitting right here looking for another bottom. Okay, I like 2 days to the upside. Currently, we're right here at the moment. And that would be 452. Okay, so here's the bottom at 452. It's slowly going down. Eventually, it's going to find a bottom, turn around, go back up. What does this usually do this time of year? This time of year, usually, well, it's a nice little upward trend. Okay, sideways for about 3 weeks, and then she starts to move up. If you like MPW, some people like it, some people don't. When you're trading millions of dollars, it's different than an individual trader. They have to leverage risk to avoid getting sued. Thus, many rules for a trade. Yep, I hear that one. I couldn't do that. When I open up my fund, I'm going to have it a little bit on the small side, maybe 10 to 100 million. That's about it. I don't want to go higher than that. All right, we're going to take a look at the covered call in a little bit. Right now, Ford. So let's get out of here. Let's slide this over, and let's throw Ford up there. So apparently somebody likes Ford. Okay, I don't. Okay, look what happened today with Ford. Okay, last couple of weeks, down, up, big drop. What the hell is this? Does that have to do with earnings? Yeah, but they still have to work to be quick enough, as some individual traders do a lot of indicators. I do 2 indicators, dude. That's it. You asked a question, I gave you an answer. Please stop carrying on. Alex, how are you doing? All right, the last 30 days for Ford. Okay, here's the last 30 days for Ford. Down, up, big drop. Now, I want to put Ford for next week because I want to see where that thing ends up. Okay? I want to see where this ends up. What's going to happen tomorrow? Usually with a big drop like this and that much volume, okay, the blue line in the back is the volume. That's a lot of volume. Taking Luke Preve message. All right, anyway. So I want this to go and turn around. So I'm going to put Ford down for next week. Ford. I knew it was going to come down. I just didn't think it would come down that quickly. Okay, now remember I told you, I've said it many times. Okay, I've said it many a times. Okay? If you do not take your profits, say stocks go up, stocks go down. Here's a 30-day bottom, the previous 30-day bottom, way over here. All right? This thing has a nice 1, 2, 3, 4-week run up. Here's the top yesterday. Yesterday was the 30-day top. All right? Now, if you did not take your profits, the market maker took it away from you. See it? Market maker took it all away. Now you got to start over again. Or just hold on to your stocks. So now Ford looks a little bit better to me, but I want to see 2 days to the upside before I jump in. And I do actually have some Ford. Okay, Barbara Ann wants to take a look at some House. Haus. That's a no. That was quick, wasn't it? Slippage gets filled 70% of the time. Yeah. Okay. I'm not having an issue with my trading. Okay, my trading is exactly what it was last year, the year before, and the year before. Not much has changed. I've been doing the same strategy for the past 15 years. It works very nicely for me. Okay, so House, Walgreens. So user 858904, whatever. We're going to call you Chuck. Wants to take a look at Walgreens, WBA. Now, I do have Walgreens in a bunch of different accounts. Let's look what happened the last couple of days. Okay, last 30 days with Walgreens. Okay, we're right here at 882. She drops down to 850. Shoots on up to 11. Drops back down. Look, it's just going sideways for the last 5 days. Okay, no big up, no big down, just sideways for the last 5 days. Hey, Rob, how are you doing? All right, so let's keep on going. Luke, he has a system that works. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Luke, that sounds exactly something I would say. Oh, Nigeri. I don't know how do you pronounce that. Okay, so you don't like it? Fine, you don't have to be here. But okay. So Walgreens. I like Walgreens. I actually have Walgreens in 3 different accounts. Okay? So, I actually like Walgreens. Sideways is crap. I hear you. Okay, it goes up, it goes down. But take a look at the numbers. Okay, you really can't argue. All right, what do we got here? I missed something. Stop and pay attention and learn how to keep it simple. It works very well. Milton, thank you very much. Some of these people, that's way too big. I don't want to see me like that. Okay, so when I say sideways, I actually really hate saying sideways. But look at it. Okay, let's look at the low of the past 5 days. 5 days ago, 926. 4 days ago, 927. 3 days ago, 925. Yesterday, 929. Today, 926. This, oh my goodness, Roman, thank you. I appreciate that. But look, it doesn't, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, but it's still in the exact same place. Okay? So that's why I say it's going sideways. I hate saying sideways because it don't go sideways. But did you read the last 5 numbers I just read to you? Okay, 926, 927, 925, 929, and 926. Well, that's some pretty damn good support over the last 5 days if you like Walgreens. And I do like Walgreens. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So we looked at Ford, we looked at House, we looked at Walgreens, Walmart, Louisiana Duckmasters, like WMT, Wally World, woohoo, that's a big fat no. Reason why it's a no, straight up, here's the top a couple of days ago. Yeah, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't look at this for another 2 weeks because I don't like getting in where there's a possibility of profit taking. Now, I'm a trader. I don't buy and hold anything. If it goes up high enough and there's a profit to be taken, I take it. Okay? Now, it's not a profit unless you take it. And nobody ever went broke taking profits. So if 2 weeks ago we're down here at 67, now we're at 81. If you don't take your profits, hey, that's you. Where is the G? Okay, Trevor, how are you doing today? So she jumped up very nicely from 68 all the way up to 84. Okay, great. For me, that's profit taking. So when I see it way up here, I'll say, no, I'll take a look at it again in 2 weeks to see it come down some before I take a look at it. Now, I look at the same stocks over and over and over again. WMT. It's on my list for 2 weeks. We'll take a look at it then. I'm going to guess New Jersey. Actually, it's from the Boston area. Okay, so anyway, let's keep looking. So it's going to be a no for Walmart. We'll take a look at it again in 2 weeks. So let's keep on going. What about Cube? Bruce, Cube, are you serious? Cube is a monthly. Okay? I don't like monthlies. They just don't pay the same. Been tasting a system for the past month and a half. It is printing. Okay, works. Okay, now, I've been doing this for the past 15 years, and it works fine for me. Now, I do get a lot of people that come on and do watch what I do. Okay? I don't do Forex. Who said that one? Christian. Yeah, I don't do Forex, dude. Dividend stocks only. Okay? Now, what I was saying, I've been doing this trading strategy for over 15 years. All right? And it's working very nicely. Milton, you want to take a look at Advanced Auto Parts? Okay, we'll take a gander at it. All right, so Bruce, sorry about that. Cube, you're relatively new here, Bruce, because my best friend growing up, his name was Bruce. I always remember when a Bruce signs on, and it's going to be a no, like that's a no, because I don't do monthly. Probably a pipsqueak. Oh my goodness, that's a horrible joke. I'm wasting time with WMB. Yeah. iShoop 789. I like MPW. AMD. Is that on our list? Yep, it's on the list. We'll take a look at it in a little bit. Oil pipelines such as Plains. You mean Plains All American? What's that? I forget the ticker symbol. Plains All American. Is that PAA? Yeah, so we'll take a look at PAA. Plains All American. PAA. What's your strategy? Christian, just sit and chill. I'm here from 9 o'clock until 11:30. Okay, just chill and relax. I get 7 channels going. You're just on one of them. So sit back, relax. I try to answer all questions. All right, we're going to do the covered call in a little bit. Treg, can't pay. Okay, anyway. Let's keep on going. Okay, Shoop. We already took a look at that one. Abby wants to take a look at Nike. Nike. NKE. Nike. Okay, so here's Nike. Take a look. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, big drop, up, down. So we're at 78.40. 77.68. The closest one's going to be the 79. Not this week. Next week, yes. Look at that. 146 to 142. That's almost 2%. I like that. What percentage of your portfolio do you put to work on a weekly basis? How much per position? Yep. Are you ready for this? Ooh, I forget that commercial. But anyway, 98% of all my money in each and every individual account is invested at all times. Okay? Now, with my Thinkorswim, I have a credit card and a debit card attached to my trading account. I do all my buying on Mondays. I sell my covered calls on Mondays. So Mondays, I get a big fat chunk of change that allows me to pay my bills. On Friday, I have about 2% in each account that allows me to buy back anything, make any movements that I need to. But yes, it's kind of like, now, I owned a manufacturing company a few years ago. I had 26 employees at one time. If you have money just sitting around, okay, Christian, I don't do Forex and I don't do cryptocurrency. Number one, Forex is not regulated and it's a news driven. There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no predictability to it. There's no consistency to it. Okay, you get some bad news, $1 will go up, another dollar will go down. As for futures in crypto, yeah, too unregulated and too much Wild West for me. Arnold, I wish this guy was single. He is so funny, smart, handsome. I don't care about finance. All right, Arnold, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But this tree don't swing that way. All right, anyway, let's keep on going. Do indexes pay dividends? Yes, they do. Now, ThingSpring, I seriously tell you to look at the numbers before you invest in anything. Some of those indexes, dividends are absolutely horrible. Some of the rate returns are horrible also. Any Ricky Ticky Booby, oh, come on, Owen. CMG, Sarah G. CMG. That's Chipotle. CMG. Okay. Sweet. All right. Yep. What percentage are we? already talked about that. Can we look at O? Oh, hell no. Rocky Mo. Why do you want to look at O? All right. Hold on. Where did I go? Where am I? Oh, boy. Here we are, right here. What state are you in? State of confusion. Wow. I'm missing all these questions. Holy shit. Okay. Here are we right there. Okay, right there. Okay, Rocky Mo 11. You want to take a look at O Realty? Okay, you're new here. I can tell by the name and considering you want me to look at O. O's a big fat no for me. Abby, we're looking at Nike right at this minute. So let me finish looking at Nike before we move on. Okay, high, low, is. Look at the direction. Up, down, big drop, up, back down. 78.68. The closest strike price is going to be the 79. Not for this week because there's only 3 days left and the premium just doesn't work. But for next week, 8 November. Now, there's a big difference between monthlies and weeklies. 1 November, that's this Friday. 8 November, that's next Friday. 15 November, that's 3 Fridays out. 22 November, that's 4 Fridays out. Your hair looks better tonight. Thank you, Jill. I mean, that's one of the nicest things people said to me all day today. My hair looks better today. Yeah, I had a bad hair day yesterday. All right, anyway. Nike. All right, next week the numbers do look good. Last 30 days. Here we go. Take a look at this. 30 days ago, we're at 89. Big drop. A little bit of retrace. A little bit of drop. A little bit of retrace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days down in a row. Today is the new 30-day bottom. So I like Nike. Really, I do. I used to have it, but we're going to put Nike down to see when it turns around. Because if you take a look at a stock, it finds a bottom, it turns around, goes back up again. Okay, I like 2 days to the upside. 1, 2, look, the very third day, it would have been a no. Okay, it's another bottom. 2 days to the upside, 1, 2. Next one, no. Okay, then it just drops. Here's a 30-day bottom right now. I'm looking for another 2 days to the bottom. Oh, wait, 2 days to the upside before I jump in. But I do like Nike. Okay, there's certain stocks. Now, if you've been here long enough, you'll see I do certain stocks over and over and over and over again. Because I come from a time frame in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. This is before that safe space bullshit and that woke crap came around. Yeah, we had a saying back then, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, if it's working fine, leave it alone. Okay, it was working before you touched it. That was one we always heard. It was working before you touch it. So good. If it's working, leave it alone. Now, I've been using this strategy for the past 15 years. It works just fine. I like to keep it simple. I like to keep it safe. I like to keep it more like life as a computer. No. I can actually unplug and be perfectly fine. So as I was saying, I like to keep things simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. I don't like messing up something that works perfectly okay. Have you ever noticed that the sun rises in the east and it sets in the west? Why do you think that is? Because it works perfectly fine just the way it is, so leave it alone. Kick the can. I used to play kick the can. Meth kills my boy. Well, then you should have... Oh, no. You don't want to hear what I was just about to say. All right. So, Nike we just took a look at. Barry O wants to take a look at Intel. I love Intel. I actually have some Intel at this moment. INTC. I love Intel. One of the main reasons I love Intel is because... Are you from Wall Street? Hell no. I actually work for a living. I see your eye comment, please. Twitchy. Okay, Tesla, no. Twatchy? I have no idea what twatchy means. I don't know what twitchy means. Okay. Twitchy. Oh, yeah, I got stuck with a nail in this eye. So I don't see out of this eye, so that way you always see it, closing or whatever. Yeah, it's when I was 17, I got poked with a nail. So Intel. The reason why I really like Intel, look at the premiums. Even 6 strikes, 5 strikes out of the money, it's still paying a decent premium. That's why I like. There's certain companies have great premiums. Dell, Intel. Yeah. Anyway, so Intel, check it out. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Look, up, down. Look at stair steps. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4 steps. We're sitting at 22.90 at the moment. Okay. 22.80. The closest strike price is going to be the 23. The 23 is going for $1.09. Do you know what that is? For 3 days, $1.09 on a $23 stock is 4%. All right. Yeah, guys, just chill, relax. There's nothing you can possibly say to me or write to me that's going to affect me in any way whatsoever. Okay? Come on, guys, stop it. I have no problem whatsoever turning off YouTube. None whatsoever. Okay? So, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Simple, right? Okay, I like the comments to be comments that have something to do with the topic. Because every time that stupid screen flashes, I come over here to take a look. And it just interrupts the day, and it's nothing important. So please, keep the comments to the topic at hand. Okay? All right, so like I was saying, 23 at this moment in time. If I bought it first thing tomorrow, 22.80, get this. 22.80, if I sold the 23s, not only would I get 20 cents difference between the purchase price and the strike price, I would also collect 109. 109 is over 4%. So you get 4% here, another 20 cents here. That brings you up to 5% if it hits 23. If it doesn't hit 23, fine. Just take it into next week and do the 23s next week. Look at that, 137. I love Intel. And don't they have talks with merging with someone else? Okay, so satisfying slime time. I am looking for a moderator on YouTube. Okay, now I have 4 or 5 moderators on TikTok, and they're awesome. Anybody gets out of line, they're really quick to boot them, seriously. So, I am looking for someone on YouTube if somebody wants to volunteer for that. Now, I like keeping people who have been around for a while. Okay, William, I'm glad you make 500% year over year. Great, awesome for you. You're definitely in the wrong place, dude. Okay? All right. Anyway, so I like Intel. Last 30 days, what does it look like? 30 days ago, here we go. 30 days ago was the 30-day high. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Where do you think it's going to continue to go? Well, I like the way it's moving. I have no problem buying Intel. Well, as a matter of fact, I already do have some Intel. What is my Intel at? Not here. Not there. There it is, right there, Intel. Okay, so I'm into Intel at 22.52. Okay, that's not it. INTC. Okay, so I'm into Intel. Where is it? Right. All right, so I'm into Intel at 22.52. I bought it on the 21st, which was last week. Okay, I sold the 22s. I got $1.50 a piece. $1.50 on a $22 stock. That is 6%. That's crazy. My uncle does dividends. Great strategy, by the way. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. But look at $151 on a $22 stock. That is 6% for 1 week. Well, great. Maybe I'll roll it into next week and just keep it. So let's see what it actually looks like if I roll it. Now, Dennis, you want to check out how to roll. So let's get rid of this. Intel. First thing I want to do is I want to right-click on the ticker symbol. create a rolling order, and basically what it's going to do, it's going to buy back this week's. What are the dangers of selling? Uh-oh. Let me see that question. Slime. What are the dangers of selling a covered calls in the money or a strike less than the price you paid per share? All right, Slime time, just chill. We're going to cover that in a little bit. Right now we're covering Dennis's question on rolling a covered call. Options are too risky, my boy. William, I'm terribly sorry. I'm going to disagree with you. Okay? So, I'm going to buy back this week's right here. See where it says November 1? That's this week's. Okay? November 8 is next week. So I'm buying back this one, and I'm selling that one, and I'm going to get a 27-cent credit. Now, that's only 1%. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to do it. Reason why I'm not going to do it, here's the reason. Leverage is better timing. The market is foolish. Okay, William, just chill. All right. So currently, I'm in it at 22.50. See it right here? Now, I sold 22s. They're at 172. So what I'm going to do, considering today's only Tuesday, I'm going to let it expire until Thursday or Friday. Friday, I will probably roll it then, and because look at the premium I'm getting for next week. Okay, I'd rather just let this week's expire, and then sell next week, because next week more likely I can get 2, 3, or 4%. So why buy back? William, options give more control. Yeah, thank you, Milton. So that being said, I could roll it forward today or tomorrow morning and get just another 1% for next week. But not true. Okay, William, please don't argue. What stocks do you invest in long term? Christian, I don't do any long term. My idea of long term is 30 days. Less control, contracts expire worthless. You're absolutely right, William. Risk management. Absolutely right, William. Now, William, I look at my accounts twice a day, once in the morning with my private trading group and once at night. I have a good grasp of where my stocks are at all times. I personally do not find it risky. I've been doing it for over 20 years. I'm pretty damn good at what I do. Okay, got to pat myself on the back. There we go. I deserve that one. I had a very good day today. I like having good days. Now, that being said, so, Dennis, do you understand how to roll it forward? Now, rolling it forward, it's all about the numbers. If I buy it back this week's option and I sell next week's option, great. Well, I'm getting 27 cents on a $22 stock. That's only 1%. But I'm consistently getting 2, 3, 4%. Slime time. William, this channel is for dividend-paying stocks that are safe, low risk. Thank you very much, Slime time. So I buy back this week, sell next week, get 1%. But if I let it expire into Friday afternoon, then I buy it back, and then I can sell next week and get 2 or 3% then. Okay? That being said, let's move on. Let's go back to where we were right here. Okay, so that's Intel. I do like Intel. Okay, Lost wants to take a look at UPS. I'll write that down. Hey, Poseidon's last molar. You weren't here last night, dude. UPS. Stop telling them to leave. Just shut up and it'll be relevant. Thank you. What were we just looking at? Oh, UPS. UPS. There we go. Thank you, I think. I'm not quite sure how to take that one. I don't know if it's a compliment, insult, but like I said, there's nothing really you can say or type that's going to affect me in any way, shape, or form. All right. That being said, UPS is on the list. We'll take a look at it. Okay, thank you there, Miss Jill. India. Well, good evening. Namaste to you. Namaste. APA. Ooh, Foot Locker. Andrea. Sorry, Andrea. APA. We'll look at that one. It's kind of low on the list, Andrea. Okay, the list is getting rather heavy. Thanks. You're welcome. Now, let's keep on going. Andrea wants to take a look at Foot Locker. Foot Locker. All right, let's just do Foot Locker right now. Foot Locker. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this movement. Up, down, up, down, up, down. 22.23 at the moment. The 23.50s are going for 25, so we can get 1% this week. or next week we can get almost 3%? Now that's a tough question. It is. Think about it. Bird in the hand or three in the bush. I can get 1% this week, the 2350, or the 2350 next week. That's over 3%. I don't know. What do you think, Andrea? 1% for this week or 3% for next week? That's a tough choice. All right, anyway, let's take a look. A year ago, we were at the bottom of the year, and that was 1962. The top of the year was in the end of February, and that was 35.71. All right, the last 30 days. Now, the reason why I like the last 30 days, it gives me a good idea where the stock is going next. Not guaranteed, but it gives me a good idea. I like having the odds and probabilities in my favor. So when you're trading and the odds and probabilities in your favor, well, more than likely you're going to win more times than you're going to lose. All right, 30-day chart. I look at the exact same thing. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, what's direction? Down, up, down, up, down. So unfortunately, Foot Locker is coming down. The 30-day bottom is 2250. Right now we're at 2311. Intel, okay, got it. Williams seems to be having a bad day. Sorry about that. Do you have a Discord server? Yes, I do, but it is a paid Discord server. So only those who pay get to actually go to it. All right, anyway. It looks like she's going to come down a little bit more. Okay, when she does, turns around, goes back up. If the numbers are still looking good, it will be a yes. But at this moment in time, it's like hold back a little bit. Wait until it finds the bottom. Okay, because tomorrow could be lower. Okay, we don't know where the bottom is. So as soon as it's done dropping, it will turn around and go back up again. That being said, I'm going to put Foot Locker down for next week. Wow, we got way too many to look at for next week. Intel may be a pop. Yes, it might be. But I do own Intel already, so I'm not really worried about it. And I'm not looking... See, you guys, some of you guys are under the misconception that I'm looking for the stock to go up so that I can make money as the stock goes up. No, that's not it at all. I honestly could care less if it goes up. I would like to get to go up, but that way I don't have to hold it as long. Question. Slime time. I like the idea of 7 calls in the money, but is that dangerous or just a way to have downside protection? Okay, slime time. Hold on. Hold that thought for 1 second. Now, let me show you something, because a lot of people do find it a little confusing. And it's really not confusing. It's just a math problem. All right? So, once you buy, okay, once you step onto the merry-go-round, or once you enter into the circus, the ring, I'm the ring master. Once you enter into the ring, whatever analogy you want to use, what time frame do you always looking at for the trend? I look at the 1 year, the 90-day, which is 3 months, the 30-day, and then the seasonality. Okay. So, listen closely. Whatever you buy at, whatever you jump on the merry-go-round at, okay, that never changes unless you dollar cost average down. Okay, now do you know what dollar cost average down means? I hope you do. Because right now it's at 23.23. So if you buy it at 23.23 and it drops down to 10, and you buy more at 10, well, they meet in the middle, and that's your dollar cost averaging down. But when you're buying at 23.23, you have a bunch of options. That's exactly a great word to use. The strike prices: 21, 21.50, 22, 22.50, 23, 23.50, 24, 24.50, so on and so forth. Now, when you're buying it here, you can sell any one of these, any one you want. They all come with their pros and their cons. Let me go over a few. So if you buy it at 23.23 and you sell the 24.50s, which you can do, you're going to collect 5 cents per share. That's all you're going to collect. But here's the thing. If the stock jumps up past 25, whoever bought that from you is going to buy it from you at 25. So you make your money after the stock moves. Well, what if you don't want to wait for the stock to move? I'm not done yet, Milton. I'm holding Intel from a 33 price, but it's just paying its rent by using the weeklies. Cool beans, Milton. So, at 23.23, if I sell the 22s, which is $1.23 less than when I paid for it. Well, look at the premium that I'm collecting, 35 cents. It becomes not worth it because you have 3 days of time value. But if you go out to next week in the 2250s, well, you're collecting $1.20. That's not worth it either. You have to do a math problem. Okay, so the 23.23, I'm losing at the 22.50. I'm losing $1.13. So you take $1.13 off of this right here, 120, means you're walking away with 7 cents. That's not worth it. So at the 23, okay, you're losing 23 cents. So you take 23 cents off of this, and you're walking away with 22. Almost 1% here. But you drop down here, so the 23s, you're getting 95 cents. You take off the 23 off of the 95, and then you're walking away with 72 cents, which is 3%. Do you have a course? Christian, yes, I do. I don't sell it here because I don't want you guys thinking I'm trying to sell you something. On my website, I've written 15 books. Those are available. I have a morning trading group. That's available. But I don't try to sell anything here. Badfish, laggy or just me? Badfish, I got 7 channels running. I tried to get to each and every question. It takes time. Going from YouTube to TikTok to Twitter to Facebook to Instagram. And then back to YouTube again. There's a lot of questions coming at me, so I try to do all of them, but it just takes a while to get to all of them. So, as I'm saying, you have... Can I send you my Google Doc for review? Adam, how are you? Sure, send me your Google Doc. It may take a while for me to get to it. Because, see, I get 7 channels going here, which means I get 7 emails, which means I get a shitload of people trying to call me, contact me. I always tell people it's always easiest, always best, just to send me your phone number, and I will give you a call. Okay? Doing great. Way to go, Adam. So, when you're selling in the money, you got to subtract what you're buying, what you're selling, and what you're collecting. Does it all work out? Because the further you go in the money, okay, you collect more money, but then again, the rate of returns are less. It's a safer trade the further in you go. It's a safer trade, but you're getting less and less money. The further out you go, well, it's not safe at all because the stock has to move up. And that's not in our favor. At the money, or one strike in the money, is always the safest, simplest, and easiest. Okay, so, Andrea, let's take a look at APA. It's on the list, Andrea. We'll get to it. MPW, we already did. We already did Ford. We already did Walmart. AMD. All right, wait a second. Joey, what's your thoughts on a call on Hood? No. Sorry, Robinhood hasn't been around long enough to actually have any good dividends. Okay, now, the reason why I like dividend stocks is because stocks only move for 2 reasons. Okay, you can argue with me all you want, it's only 2 reasons. One is a known reason. We know why it moves. Okay, earnings reports, dividends, conference calls, seasonality, something that we can plan for. Okay, earnings reports are okay. Dividends are better because they're more consistent. Now, an unknown reason, okay, natural disaster, somebody dying, lawsuit coming out of nowhere, lots of things that just pop up that we couldn't plan. A country declaring war upon another country. Well, that's something we don't know about. That's an unknown. There's a known event and an unknown event. Okay, we can plan for a known event. We can only react to an unknown event. Hopefully that's helpful. So if you know ahead of time when a stock is going to move, that is valuable information, although it's just a small portion of what you need to be profitable. Now, if you know a stock's going to go up, or you think a stock's going to go up based on historical performance, or based on a dividend coming up, or based on an earnings announcement, and a reason that can be planned for, that is awesome. But what do you do with that information? Do you buy the stock and collect whatever the run-up is? Do you buy a stock, sell a covered call, and collect a predictable amount? Do you do a spread, which you can collect a lot more? Do you buy just a call and you can collect a lot more? There's lots of ways of using that information. Me, I use the simplest, safest, most predictable, and most consistent trading strategy. That is the covered call. If I know the stock is moving up, which is why I use only dividend stocks, because a dividend will cause a stock to increase just before the EX date. Now, for those who don't know what the EX date is, here's a calendar. Okay, this is the month of October. We are currently right here. Oh, look at this. Alcoa had its dividend today. Cool beans. Baxter was on Monday. AGNC, Morgan Stanley, Texas Instruments, Costco. Okay, you guys heard of all those companies. So, if I wanted to buy Alcoa, which has its dividend today, all right, I would have bought it 2 weeks ago on a Monday. The reason why 2 weeks ago on a Monday, okay, is I like to give it 2 weeks for it to move. Could you just buy and sell without the option call? Luke, you can do anything you want. Okay, I don't give advice. I just share people with what I do. That's all I'm doing. I'm just showing you what I do. So I'm not telling you what's good, what's bad. I'm just telling you what I like, what I dislike. You guys got to do your own research. Never blindly listen to anybody online. Now, there's only a handful of people here that I personally talk to. Those people I can actually give advice to, and those people I can actually talk to them in a certain way. But most of you other guys, like 98% of the rest of you, I've never talked to you. That's why I always encourage people. You really want to talk to me? You really want a good conversation? Drop me your phone number. I'll give you a call. Don't be surprised if I call you up and say, hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk. Anyway, let's keep on moving. So if I wanted to buy Alcoa, who had their dividend today, I would have bought it 2 weeks ago on a Monday, the 14th. The reason why is I want to give it 2 weeks for it to move up, for me to collect the increase that comes from the dividend announcement. Because the companies announce their dividends. When they do, people buy the stocks just to collect the dividends, called dividend capturing. Well, great, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm jumping in 2 weeks ahead of time. Okay? But I want to make sure it's the right timing. Because, and then, it's not just the right timing. Okay? See, look at this, look at the chart. High, low, where was it? Look, up, down, up, down. Next, it should be going back up again. Great. What is the timing? And then, what do the numbers look like? Okay? If I buy it at the current price and I sell it here, well, I'm collecting 1%. Well, great. But if I sell it next week's, well, I'm collecting 3%. So ask yourself a question. Would buying it this week collecting 1%, is that better than buying it and selling next week's and getting 3%? Okay, I would prefer to do the 3% one, but it gives me 2 weeks for the stock to do what I want it to do. Fine, I'm okay with it. But then you have the other questions rattling around in your head. Number one is, can I actually do this? That's a question a lot of you probably have. Another question is, does this make sense? Buy a good quality company, buy it for $23.23, sell it for $23. Okay? Sounds like I'm losing money, but I'm not, because once you take that off of here, look at what I'm walking away with. Well, I'm walking away with over 1% for the week. Okay, does it make sense? And then another question is, do I actually like this company? Do I know what they do? Do I know what Foot Locker does? Well, they've been on TV for the past 10 or 20 years. All right, so that's Foot Locker. Let's keep on moving. Yeah, so Joey, yeah, Robinhood, they have not been around long enough to make my radar. Okay, now Google and Facebook have been around longer. Neither one of those are on my list. The reason why they're not on my list is because they don't pay dividends. Now, a dividend will tell me when the stock is going to move, and it's very predictable. That's what I like. Slime time. How do you find your stocks? Do you use a screener? What are the technical indicators? Thanks. Oh my goodness. Slime time, you've been here long enough. You should know. Seriously, you should. But for those of you that are new, those of you who don't know, are you ready? Here's how I find my stock list. You ready? So get a pencil, piece of paper, some mascara, crayon, marker, dip your finger in some tomato sauce, however you want to write it down. It's not that difficult. Go to Google. In the search box, you want to print into the search box, Dividend Kings List 2024. Dividend Aristocrats List 2024. Dividend Champions List 2024. Dividend Aristocrats List 2024. No, do not use AI. I've tried using AI dozens and dozens of times. It says, well, here's the top 10 pick. Okay? Yeah, no. I tried 4 or 5 different AIs, didn't work. List number 5, Warren Buffett's List 2024. Now, those 5 lists, no, this has nothing to do with FX whatsoever. This is strictly dividend stock investing. Okay? So anyway, those 5 lists, Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, and Warren Buffett's list, those 5 lists should give you over 300 companies that have consistently increased. I'm being a hypocrite. Cool beans. No, this is not Forex. Thank you. So, those 5 lists, Kings, Aristocrats, Champions, Contenders, and Warren Buffett's list. Those 5 will give you over 300 companies that have consistently increased. Do you own a bot for trading? Hell no, I don't trust computers. I've seen enough. What is it? Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, The Terminator. I've seen enough Terminator movies. Yeah. No, I don't trust computers as far as I can throw them. If Elon Musk says, oh, hell no, you got to stop AI, one of the smartest men on the planet, the richest man on the planet, says, don't trust AI, it's going to turn around. Yeah. No. I don't trust it. Sorry. What are the 5 amazing points you just gave us for free? Love it again. Okay, cool. I'm glad you like it. So, Hood, no. Andrea, all that tool stuff is very complicated. You're absolutely right, Andrea. It really is. What can you say about new in trading? Patience, and education. Patience and education. Oh, open mind. 3 things. Patience, open mind, education. Okay? Don't take no for an answer. Don't go to your friends and relatives. They're always going to tell you that's a bad idea. Go to someone who's already doing it. Okay? Go to someone who's already doing it. Find a mentor that can help you along the way. Dividend Kings List 24, Champions. What was the other 3? Kings, Contenders, Aristocrats, Champions, and Warren Buffett. What state am I in? State of confusion. Okay, sorry if you already mentioned it. How about Estee Lauder? Okay, Techno, we already did Estee Lauder. The numbers look awesome for Estee Lauder. It's not a recommendation. I'm just saying, I own some Estee Lauder. The numbers are freaking sweet. Okay? State I'm in. I'm in Florida, St. Petersburg. This is my first stock buy ever. Thank you for explaining. I need your setup. Okay, so Soup, or is it Shoop? This is Thinkorswim. You can go online to thinkorswim.com. Download this to your computer. Don't use the online version. It's not as good. Download it to your computer. Now, Thinkorswim updates this or upgrades it every weekend. So Friday and Saturday, they reboot and they upgrade it. Okay? Now, you will have to call Charles Schwab and let them know that you intend to use it because they do own it. I'm 2 years in trading, but the Forex is new in stocks. Okay, all right. Can you review TGT, please? Okay, Slime Time, we'll take a look at TGT. Definitely not going to get to it today because it's on the bottom of the list. Okay, AMD is next. All right, I'm going to go a couple more questions. I have 87 questions to go through. Thoughts on INDO? That's a no. It wasn't that simple. Okay. So Beyond the Grave, INDO? No. The reason why it's a no, never heard of it. Now, why am I saying that? Okay, let's put it in. Just for the fun of it. INDO. Oh, no options. Can you all say it with me? You ready? 1, 2, 3. That's a no. No options? That's a no. No dividends? That's a no. Okay? There's over 9,724 stocks. Why are you picking one that has no options and no dividends? Especially when we're at a dividend investing for weekly cash flow trading. I don't know, what do you call this thing? Nightly show? I don't know. All right. Andrea, Xerox. I know, not a weekly, but it dropped like a pancake. And dividend is very good. How can I avail a course? I have no idea what that means. What is that? Anyway. Xerox. Andrea. Xerox. XRX. Oh, come on, Andrea. You know that's going to be a no. Why would you even ask? Okay, last 30 days. Check it out. Okay, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So basically, okay, Andrea, look for the bottom. This could be the bottom. Now, tomorrow it could be lower. Tomorrow it could be higher. I personally like 2 days to the upside. 2 days to the upside, that'll give you an idea. Okay? Shah? Is that Shaji? CMG? That's Chipotle. It's on my list. Considering you asked nicely, we'll take a look at it. CMG. Okay. Chipotle. Now, I don't like Chipotle, but I did trade it before. Okay. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. It's currently at 60.49. The market maker is going to push it down because it's at 57.41. The 58s are going for 380. Holy shit. For this week. 58s for next week, 3. Okay. Explain to me. Okay, in a manner in which I'll understand. The 58s this week are going for 380. The 58s for next week are going for 380. Well, I would do this week's get to 380, wait until Monday, see what happens. But I ain't going to buy it now. Look where it is. Okay, last 30 days. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down, up. Look, it's still going to the upside. But what happened here? Okay, she was going up and it pulled back a little bit. Okay, that's a 30-day high. No, thank you. I don't buy it a 30-day high because it's going someplace it's never been before. If it was worth more than 61, well, it would have hit 61. If it's going to continue going up, great, more power to you. But that's not what I want to do. Because like standing on a ladder waiting for someone to bring you a taller ladder, it just doesn't make sense to me. But if you like it, more power to you. What strategy is this? This is dividend capturing 2.0. Uh-oh. Election results, either way, we can still trade options. Well, options been around since the 1970s. I think Twinkle Toes wasn't even born in the 1970s. Okay, Donny Boy was born, I think it was in the 50s, late 40s, 50s, I don't know. Could be. Okay, Tari, Walgreens is the new Rite Aid. Not really. I'm going to disagree with you. Walgreens has been around for over 170. 170 years. What is the news that you look at about the Trading View? I don't look at the news for Trading View. I don't pay attention to anything on TV. Yahoo Finance. I love Yahoo Finance. Now, I would use Google Finance or I'd use any other finance company that gives me the information. But I've been using Yahoo Finance, for the past 20 years, and I know where everything is. I mean, it's not going to take long to go to Google Finance. You find out the exact same numbers. I mean, what's the high of the year? Well, the high of the year is the high of the year. What's the closing today? It's the exact same. No matter where you go. Do you prefer Yahoo Finance and do you pay premium? No, Yahoo Finance is free. Okay, I actually have the same Yahoo address since the 1990s. It's not amazing. I still have the same exact email address that I had since the 1990s. All right, Nike, we already looked at 3M. Interesting. Okay, 3M. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at what up. Up, down, up, 129, the 129s. 129.50. So the 130 is going for 83. That's a no. Next week's 130 is 203. Okay, it looks interesting. Let's take a gander. Fonz, Walgreen will eventually be a shadow of itself. Maybe it will. I learned more here than I did in my college class. I've heard that a lot. Believe it or not, I have. All right. So this is interesting. Take a look at 3M. The last 30 days. Okay, here's your last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 136. Down, up, down. Look at this big move up here. 30-day high is 141. 30-day bottom, 125. 2 days to the upside. Okay, fine. If tomorrow is another update, that will be a good opportunity to jump in. 29.50, I'll be looking at the 130s. For next week, not this week, because the 130s this week's only paying 83. Not quite enough for me. I would like the 130s for next week, which is 203, right there. Now, 203 on a $130 stock, I can get 50 extra cents difference between the purchase price and the strike price. And then the strike price is given 203. Well, that's close to 2% for the week. Luke, I am your father. Because the teachers don't know how to trade well, or they won't be, they wouldn't be teachers. Oh, that's funny. I wouldn't. Yeah, probably. Okay, so let's keep on going. So I like 3M. 3M used to be a listen to this. This is crazy. 3M used to be a dividend king. Okay, they increased their dividends for 62 consecutive years. That's longer than I've been alive. 62 years consecutively increasing dividends, year after year after year after year after year, so on and so forth. But this year, brilliant one, the CEO decided to decrease the dividends because he didn't know anything about creative financing to pay whatever that. I think they had a lawsuit at the beginning of the year that they had to pay huge amounts of money for. So they created a spinoff. And they decreased the dividends, and they got thrown off the Dividend Kings list. Okay, is what it is. But I like 3M. I will continue to trade it, even though it got tossed off the Dividend Kings list. All right, Andrea, we'll take a look at APA. All right, LOS, we already took a look at Nike. Apache. Miss Andrea would like to take a look at Apache. Okay. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this direction. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 23.34. The 23s for this week, 55. Take off 34 off of that. You're walking away with 21. Not quite 21. Not quite 1%. Next week's, yeah. Even though you take that off, you're still working away with 3% next week. Okay. So APA, Apache, does have over 3% for next week. But look at this here, Andrea. Okay? Okay, here's your last 30 days. Okay? 30 days ago, we're at 24.50. Shoot up to 27.50, drop all the way down to 23.31. Okay, that's where we are right now, 23.31. Okay, so we don't know if this is the bottom. Okay, like I said over and over again, I like 2 days to the upside. So tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll see if she goes up. Okay, Thursday, that will be 2 days. That means I would be jumping in at the earliest on Friday. Well, we all know I have no money left. All my money's invested. So it would be next week for me. So I'm going to put Apache down for next week just to see what it's doing. Holy cow. I got a lot to look at next week. It's already on the list for next week, Andrea. Okay, so Tara, you think Walgreens is the next Rite Aid. Okay, and we're all entitled to our opinions. That's what makes America wonderful. We all have the right to think whatever we want. Lost, VLO. Is that Valero? VLO? Valero, it is. Ouch, look at that. Up, down. 128.30. The 128s going for 156. Take 30 off of there. That would be 126. Between 126 and one. Okay, you might get your 1% this week. Might. Next week, definitely. Okay, even get over 2% next week. But look at here. This is the same scenario. We just seen this 4 times in a row. Company that looks like we need a new 30-day bottom. DIE storing company. Yep. UK standards. Okay. Yep. Got it. Interesting. Okay. So VLO. Take a look. This is going to be the exact same as the last 3 companies we just looked at. Okay. We have a new bottom today. So we keep our eye on it and wait to find the 30-day bottom, turn around and go back up again. So I'm going to write VLO on the list for next week. Wow, that brings us up to close to 50 stocks to look at next week. Sanju wants to take a look at Pfizer. Do you use any study bars while looking at charts? No. Oversold? Don't know. I don't really pay attention to that. I take a look at, okay, you guys keep throwing interesting, no, don't get me wrong. What you're saying makes sense. Okay, what studies do I use? I don't use any. Okay, I like to keep things as simple as possible. Now, you can get a 3rd grader or a 2nd grader, or even if I could probably get my grandson, who's 4 years old, say, "Where's the high, buddy?" And he'll say, "Oh, Papa G, it's up there." All right, where's the low? It's right there. What direction is it going? It's going down. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Okay, so if this is last 30 days, your 30-day high is there. There can only be one 30-day high. There can only be one 30-day bottom, and that is today. It can be tomorrow, too. It could go down again tomorrow. So I like it to turn around. See right here where it hit a bottom, 2 days to the upside, then it kept going up. Hit a bottom, 2 days to the upside, it kept going up. That's what I look for. I look for the turnaround, and that's where I jump in. You're going to make most of your money buying low and selling high. I do not buy high waiting for it to go higher. I don't do the thing. Slime, do you get a lot of Halloween trick-or-treaters in your neighborhood? Actually, this is my first time here. I've never lived in St. Petersburg before. So I'm in St. Petersburg now. I'm not going to be here for Halloween because my son, who has his first house, is having a Halloween party, and I was invited. And I'm going to take a picture of my Halloween costume. It's sick. It is disturbing. It really is. Okay, so coal stew. I don't use charts, and I don't use study bars. Okay, if you can't figure out by looking at a chart, oh, that's going down. Okay, this is currently the new 30-day bottom. Do you want to take a chance of buying it there? Well, tomorrow could be even lower. Thursday could be even lower. You just don't know. So I like a 30-day bottom after 2 days to the upside to isolate it. Simone is here. I can rest, sleep now. I can sleep well tonight knowing that Simone is here. Hey, Simone, how you doing? You want to take a look at Advanced Auto Parts? We'll take a look at it. Mail-in pharmacies will kill Walgreens. Yep. Yes, it is great to trade. Yep. All righty. Sanju. SoFi. I don't like SoFi. My Halloween costume is red candlestick. That's funny. All right. So, Sanju, I'm going to show you why I don't like SoFi. Okay? So let's go over to Yahoo Finance, because we all know I like Yahoo Finance. SoFi, here we go. No dividends in this time period. Why would I invest in a company that doesn't share its profits? Why? It's an honest, valid question. Now, without dividends, how am I going to tell when the stock is going to move? I mean, think about it. SOFI. Okay, there it is, right there. That's a freaking hell no and a half. Look at that. Okay, there's the high 2 days ago. Now it's dropping. I wouldn't touch that, but that's me. All right? So, I don't like SoFi. They don't have dividends. They don't have dividends. How can you tell when it's going to move? There's no consistency whatsoever. That means I'm going to have to watch it, and I'm going to have to look for head and shoulders, double bottoms, triple tops. I'm going to have to look for that crap. No, thank you. I like simple, predictable, safe, and consistent. Okay? If it doesn't fit, if I buy a shoe and it doesn't fit, that just doesn't make any sense. Well, this doesn't fit in what I'm trying to do. Okay? I don't care how good the company is. I'm at a point in my life where I really don't care about the money. I just want the simplicity, consistency, and safety. Okay? I'm retired now. I want my money to grow safely and consistently. And I want the trades to be simple. No dividends? No thank you. No options? No thank you. It just adds more stress to my life. At some point in your life, you're all going to retire. At some point in your life, you're going to say, you know what, the hell with the money. I have enough. I don't need to worry about it. One less. Oh, Forrest Gump. What did he say? Good. One less thing to worry about. Okay? One less thing to worry about. That's what I want in life. One less thing to worry about. On the money that I have, I make 1% every week, consistently and predictably. Why would I want to add more stress to my life? I don't. That's just plain and simple. Slime, how do you track your closed options? Spreadsheet? Nope. The way I track my options is right here. Okay? I have 7 positions here. I've got too many positions here. Okay? How much is that? 3, 6, 9, 10. 10. Holy cow. And then way over here, I've got 6 positions. That's how I keep track of them. That's it. Okay? I like simplicity, and I don't like complications in my life. Okay? I would prefer to get up in the morning, walk outside, sit in a nice comfortable chair, and just watch the birds playing in the birdhouse. Okay, I made a birdhouse, put it in the corner of the yard. Great, I just want to watch the birds going in and out of that birdhouse. That's it. Okay, I don't have to be anywhere. I don't have to do anything. My grandson's in school. My kids are all working. So during the week, I don't go down and visit them because they're all working. During the week, my grandson's in school. I said, why didn't you just let me have him? Me and him could have hung out every day. And my daughter-in-law says, because you're a bad influence. I said, it ain't my fault you guys decided to have the kids to make me a grandfather. Anyway. Okay, Slime, what are you doing? What would you tell your 25-year-old self as far as money goes? Don't be a freaking idiot. That's it. Don't be a freaking idiot. Invest consistently. Okay, invest as much as you possibly can to get to that wonderful number. What is that wonderful number? Well, only you know. What number am I talking about? Well, we're all adults here. We all know what our mortgages or our rent is. We all know what our insurance is. We all know what how much we pay for gas, insurance, groceries on a monthly basis. We all know that. Okay? There are 3 things you need in life: food, shelter, clothing. Everything else is a luxury. Once you get to a certain point, okay, and you know what you need, there's a huge difference between needs and wants. What you need on a weekly or a monthly basis, then find the number that will give that to you based on a trading strategy that you are okay with. Now, I created this trading strategy for my daughter when she was 9, and that was, in 2008? Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's 50% per year. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, you need $50,000 a year to live comfortably. Well, at 50% per year, $50,000, well, that would be $100,000 to give me $50,000 a year. If I needed $100,000 a year to live comfortably, well, then I would need a $200,000 portfolio. Okay? It is actually that simple. Once you figure out how much you need, find a trading strategy that will give it to you. Okay? Covered calls get 1% a week. Great. Spreads can get you 3 to 4% a week. Okay? Call options If you pick the right ones, well, I can give you 8 to 20% per week. Find something that works good for you. Cody, you made 8,500 on DJT. Congratulations. Okay, I'm not in the game of speculation. Okay, 60 years old. I don't have the time, desire, or the amount of money you think I have. I don't. Okay, so I cannot and I will not put money into something just to sit and watch it grow, or not. I like consistency and predictability. Money is no longer a motivating factor for me. Time is. So if I can spend 10 or 15 minutes every morning making 1%, great. That's less than an hour a week. Less than an hour a week pays all my bills. That works for me. You guys have to figure out what works for you. Let's get back to where we were and what we're doing. Okay. Next on the list, AMD. AMD. Is that Archer Daniels? AMD. Advanced Micro Devices. Isn't that a no? That's a no, isn't it? AMD. Yeah, AMD's a no. ADM is a different story. ADM is Archer Daniels. That's a yes. AMD is a no. No dividends, no thank you. Okay, I like simplicity. Please don't be messing with my... Okay, what do you think will happen to Intel after earnings? I honestly don't know. And I honestly don't care. I like the company. I have no problems holding on to the company. If she drops, great. I'll dollar cost average, or I'll slide it out a little bit further and collect some more premiums. Okay, remember, rule number 1, never buy something that you do not plan on holding for a long period of time. Or if you don't understand it, don't buy it. Okay? All right, so far, no. Simone! Woohoo! Let's take a look at Advanced Auto Parts, AAP. I actually have some Advanced Auto Parts. Ouch! Oh, come on, Simone, I didn't need to see that. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, hit the bottom like a rock. 36.10. The 36 is going for 68. That's almost 2%. 68 to 82. You might be able to get 2% out of that this week. Next week, almost 4%. Almost 3.5% next week. Okay, fine. A year ago, 51.49, topped off at 88.44 the last 30 days. Okay, so 30 days ago, we opened up at 41, drop, go down, up, down, up, down, up. Here's a 30-day top right here, 41.42. That was on the 15th of October, 2 weeks ago. Okay, down, up, big drop. Now, this is like the 6th company we've seen so far tonight that has a new 30-day bottom today. Same thing as the other stocks I'm telling you about. Okay, wait to find the 30-day bottom before you jump into it. And AAP is already on the list for next week, so. Okay, AMD is a no. Doesn't even pay dividends, does it? Nope. Okay, what app you use for trading? That is Thinkorswim. You can go online and download it for free. What would you do? What would the strike price be for the next call if the stock goes down? Well, currently, the one we're looking at now, the current strike price would be 36. Well, if the stock goes down, it would be 35.50. And then it'll be 35, then 34.50, then 34, then 33.50. Okay, they're all right there. AMD does okay. Andrea, all energy and utilities down. I think it's great to look into more than one weekly in this sector. Okay, Palantir, whatever that one is, that's a no. Sorry. No dividends, no thank you. What app is that? That's Thinkorswim. Good time to buy Nike? I don't know, Christopher. We looked at Nike already. The numbers look good, but it's a question you have to ask yourself. Wow, I have all these questions that I missed. Don't. Holy shit. I missed a lot of questions, didn't I? We're at 11 o'clock. SWK, Pfizer. Uh-oh. Holy shit. Wow, I missed all these questions. Okay. Finally caught up. Here we are. What apps do I use? This is Thinkorswim. Laughing my ass off. I laughed my ass off too. Anyone in the group have any weeklies in Iranian clean energy? Lots of giveaway spending in 2025. Cool. What do you think about SOXL? Hell no. CMG? No. What to buy right now? Pizza. Realty needs to... Wait. Don't. Alright. Will you be doing a book signing or appearances, maybe a seminar? Now, we are thinking about doing seminars. I never actually thought of doing a book reading. Nobody ever asked me. You're the first person who ever asked me that. Ouch for the holders. Realty needs to basically acquire a company a year to generate any legitimate growth. Okay. Do you typically avoid selling calls through earnings? Nope. I ignore earnings. Isn't that weird? I ignore earnings because they're not as consistent. They're not as correct as most people like them to be. I've been here for 25 years and don't know what seminar means. Okay. Seminar basically is somebody like me rents a ballroom or a room at a hotel, motel, somewhere, church, synagogue, whatever. People like you pay a certain amount of fee, maybe $300, $400, a couple thousand, whatever it is, and you come and I speak, and then you listen, and then we have a little workbook, and we go through the workbook, and we touch on certain points, and that's when you get to ask questions, really good, tough questions. Basically the same thing as here, but here it's free. Nike, what's your resistance point? Oh, I understand. Can I pay you in pesos? Yes, you can. You know, it was funny. I went to look at a 1968 Mustang, right? And I asked the guy what he wanted for it. He says, I want $1 million. I said, yeah, good luck on that one. He wanted $1 million pesos. I said, okay. It was only like $1,500. That was a long time ago, of course. Yeah. Cap triage. You can't wait for things to be perfect to start living your life. Oh, freaking awesome. I love that quote. I try telling it to my children all the time because all three of my kids, I keep saying, you guys got to do something online. My son keeps saying, well, I want this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want this. I said, no. Okay, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The second best thing you can do is the wrong thing. The worst thing you can do is nothing. That's a quote from Teddy Roosevelt. Okay, but think about it. Even a piece of crap that you put up online to get some kind of traction, to get some feedback, or to get something moving forward, a piece of crap is better than nothing. That's what I tell my kids. My first videos back in 2010, I think it was, or 2011, were absolutely horrible compared to the ones nowadays. Not that the ones nowadays are any good. I don't believe in editing. I believe turn the camera on, speak from the heart, get your point through. Okay? I don't do any editing at all. Life doesn't work that way. Okay? Life is not scripted. I don't have any music playing in my background. Once in a while I will, but for the most part, no. I don't have a resistance point on Nike. Okay, Nike at this moment in time, I don't think I'm doing it. Apple, ooh, Vegas Knights. I actually have some Apple. AAPL. Now, I already have Apple. I bought it a couple weeks ago, which means at this moment in time, I wouldn't be buying any more, looking the way it looks. Wet bag. Yeah, brother. Starting something is the hardest part. Even starting your day. No one wants to leave the comfort zone, but once we do, we are better than we would have been if we stayed in bed. See, here, wetback, here's something. Now, I try to tell this to a lot of people, and a lot of people don't quite grasp it. But let me tell it to you and see if you can understand it. Your new life, the life that you want, the life you want to lead, begins at the edge of your comfort zone. You want to stay comfortable? Fine. Stay right where you are. You want a better life? It's going to be uncomfortable. Sorry. You want to start learning the trade? You want to start making a lot of money? Great. It's going to be uncomfortable at first. And then you create new habits. Then you create new identity. Okay, yeah. Very first thing you got to do when doing trading like this is you got to think that you can. And then you got to train your brain to think differently. Because it has been drilled in your heads since you went into kindergarten or school. And the very first time you heard it, APR. What does that mean? Annual percentage rate. Or ROI, rate of return. Or annualized rate of return. Everybody looks at it from one year to another year. I listen to your podcast while I clean the house. Slime time, cool beans. There's over 900 episodes of my podcast. And the funny thing is my podcast company that I was doing for 4 years got bought out by a new company. And the new company's a pain in the ass. If I want to use it, I have to delete it from my phone and then upload it every day. I've hit rock bottom. I may not know what I should do to succeed, but I know what I should not do to don't fall. Okay, here's an interesting thing. This would be perfect for you. Okay, you ready? If you're going to fall, pray that you land on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. Now, that was from Wes. That wasn't my quote. That was from a motivational speaker. Wes. No, I forget his name, but his name is Leslie. Les Brown. That's who it is. Les Brown. If you can look up, you can get up. If you fall down, you land on your back. If you can look up, you can get up. Okay? All right, so let's continue. Where are we? Apple. Okay, now I already have Apple. Look at the last 30 days. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's going up. It is plain to see it's going up. You think that's good? Check this shit out. The seasonality for Apple is incredible. Slime time. Just out of curiosity, do you drink alcohol? Nope. I stopped drinking and can think more clearly now. I will have a drink once or twice a month. That's about it. I never, when I was 17, we had what was called slow, comfortable screw on the beach. Okay, we took screwdrivers and we combined them with sex on the beach in a pitcher. A freaking quart pitcher. And I drank the whole thing and I puked my brains out all night long. I was not very good at drinking, so I quit while I was ahead. So I have a drink very sparingly. I'll buy a 6-pack and it'll last me like a month and a half. Because on a hot summer day, a nice cold beer, just nothing is like a nice cold beer. Even ice water and popsicles, it's still not the same. Okay? But, no, I hardly ever drink. But every once in a while, I'll have a nice cold drink. Okay, so look at the seasonality for Apple. Look at this. January 1st, way over here. Okay? Look at that. Consistently to the upside every year. Nice movement. No big jumps, no big drops. Consistent upward movement all year long. You really can't go wrong with Apple. Tesla. Any predictions on Tesla? No. I don't do Tesla because they don't pay dividends. They don't share the profits. What are the best dividend stocks? Oh, dude. Dividend kings, dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, and dividend contenders. Apple. We just did Apple. Believe Intel will take the buy from Apple. You never know. Might not. What are your top 10 stocks? Ooh, I don't even know. You know what? Not your business. Go here. The10minutetrader.com. That's my website. Click on all the trades right here. These are all my stocks right there. You click on any one. Okay? Macy's, Riot, Marathon, MPW, Macy's, Marathon, Riot. Okay. Whoops. Intel, Macy's, Marathon, Dell, Walgreens, MPW, Riot, week 34. Ford, Marathon, Schlumberger, Intel, Walgreens, Bank of America, Chevron, MPW, Walgreens, Macy's, so on and so forth. You want to see what my favorite stocks are? Do your own research. Every single one of my trades since the beginning of the year is listed right here. Take your time, take a look at all of them. Okay? Lowe's, Paramount, Wynn, The Gap, Kohl's, Marathon, MPW, Bitto, and AEO. Okay, they're all there. Look at that week. 4.7, 1.2, 8.57. Holy shit. Here's one right here. 0.71. I didn't get 1% that week. Do I get 1% every week? Nope. I average over 1% every week. There's a big difference. Okay, let's go back to where we were. Okay, so that was Apple. Let's continue. We're running low on time. It's 11 o'clock. We got a half hour to go, and I got a whole bunch of questions to go through. We should check with the book value for Intel. How about GPC? Now, slime time, okay? GPC, that is the king of all dividend stocks. We're talking seven decades of increased dividends. Genuine Parts Corporation. Yeah, 70 years of increased dividends. They make the most unsexiest products whatsoever. You ready? Replacement auto parts. Spark plugs, windshield wipers, air filters, oil filters, tire tubes, weird shit like that. But 70 years of increased dividends. Clutch, how you doing? Thanks a lot. Wish I understood this. Adam, just keep on coming back. It's not that difficult. It was created for a 9-year-old. And if you're here, more than likely you're over the age of 9. In fact, you should be over the age of 18 before you're here. If you are, it's not that difficult. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent. No way to lose. That's the way I created it for my 9-year-old. Okay? If you're over the age of 9, this shouldn't be that difficult. First thing you want to do is pick a set of stocks. Not that difficult. Go to Google. Do a search on Google. Dividend Kings List 2024. 54 companies that have consistently increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. Arnold, you're only 5. Oh, come on, you shouldn't even be here. You should be past your bedtime. Do your weekly results reflect any roles? I need to study those more. Dennis, believe it or not, I just learned how to roll a couple of months ago. I said, oh, that's freaking amazing, because I didn't know. When I first started out 15 years ago, I didn't do weekly options. I thought they were too risky until I started researching them more. And then I tried them. I was like, this is like freaking printing money. This is crazy. 2, 3, 4% every single week. That's nuts. I can double my money every 14 to 16 months. Okay, well, now I'm living off of that. So yeah, it's great. Some of them, yes. The newer ones, the most recent ones, do have the rolls in them. The ones from the beginning of the year don't, because I didn't know how to do it at the beginning of the year. RSI, Rush Street Interactive. Yeah, sorry, Zim, that's a no. Have fun, Pfizer. What is your top 10 stocks? Yeah, I just told you with him. Earnings on Intel this week, that's why premiums are high. No, that's not the reason why premiums are high. Premiums are always high for Intel. Trust me, I've been trading Intel for years. Yes, they are looking to merge, get acquired by Samsung or Apple. Cool beans. James would be a great school teacher, unraveled and direct. Oh, hell no. I cannot stand children nowadays. Okay? Can't. Nope. I would be a prick and a half as a school teacher, because I demand respect. Children nowadays, they don't give it. If you could pick one stock for next week, what would it be? Ugh. I don't know. There's too many of them. Sorry. SWK. Is that Stanley Black & Decker? I have 10,000. What should I do with it? Pizza party. I know nothing at all about you. I cannot give you advice because I don't know anything about you. I have no idea what your dreams are. no idea what your risk factors are, no idea what age you are, no idea what kind of money you make, no idea what your resources are, no idea if that's your last $10,000 or if that's just, money you inherited or found on the side of the road. I have no idea of anything. I can't give you advice because I don't know anything. Ooh, Socrates once said, all I know is I know nothing. SWK, I'm pretty sure that's Stanley Black & Decker. Let's throw it in. And if it is Stanley Black & Decker, it's going to be a no. SWK, Stanley Black & Decker. Okay. It's a monthly. It's a no. Sorry. Should I buy all 10,000 of Intel? Okay, State Ref, let me give you a little lesson that I learned. Okay, now, I didn't go to college, so I have no formal education in this whatsoever other than the school of hard knocks. Do you know what that means? That means you do something stupid and you get your ass knocked out or knocked down, whatever. Pick yourself up, go on. Some people get knocked down so many times they just refuse to get back up again. Not me. My ex-wife says, I've never met someone so stubborn to keep continuing on something the way that you're doing. So she's impressed with my tenacity and my stick-to-it-ability. All right, anyway, besides the point. 15 years ago, as far as I know, nobody else received a phone call like this. Now, pretend for a second, okay? This is the phone call I received. Hello? Yeah, Mr. Gardino, you're done. We're going to liquidate all your assets to cover your losses. No hi, no hello, no verifying it's me. Absolutely nothing. Mr. Gardino, you're done. That's the call I got from my broker. Because I was stupid enough to put all my money into one position that looked really good. RNWK, Real Networks. They were the first company to come out with online video. This was back in the 2000s, the early 2000s. Okay? The thing jumped up $35, okay, in 1 week with no news whatsoever. Because I searched, what's the news? Why did the stock jump $15? No news at all. Yeah, I bought puts and I sold calls. And then the sucker went up another $65, and that's when I got that phone call. Divorce is far more expensive than losing an option trade. Yeah, well, not really. I got divorced and my wife said to me, you can have everything as long as you promise not to fight me for custody of the kids. And I'm thinking to myself, she's got to be the stupidest woman in the world. Not for leaving me, but to actually think that I would be stupid enough to go to a judge and saying, I want custody of the kids. I love my kids, I really do. But my ex-wife is actually a wonderful person, okay? She was convinced the guy across the street, he listens to me, he makes me feel special, that kind of bullshit because he wanted to get in her pants. She let him, she left me, anyway, besides the point. She said, you can have everything as long as you promise me not to fight for the kids. I mean, no judge at all would give me custody of the kids. I said, okay. I got 6 houses, I got the portfolio, I got the manufacturing company, I got freaking everything. She just wanted child support and not me. So anyway, besides the point. So that being said, okay, do not put all your money into one position. Now, I'm not telling you, I'm not giving you advice. I'm just saying I did it once. I lost $91,000 in about 2 or 3 days because I did that. And that's not something you can go to school for. Because when somebody tells you, say, hey, that's hot, don't touch it, most people are going to touch it because they want to, make sure it is. Okay, so I'm telling you, don't put all your eggs in one basket. You could if you want. But anyway, let theta decay that option. Okay? Little diversity. Okay, so other people are agreeing with me. Which studies bars would recommend to use to make a decision? I don't use any studies at all. Austin, dude, you just getting here? What does roll mean? Uh-oh. Well, it's 11:17. I have way too many questions to go through. What does roll mean? Roll is when you do a covered call, all right, which means you buy a stock and you sell an option. I like doing weeklies. I like buying on Monday and selling an option that will expire on this Friday. A roll is buying back this Friday's option that's going to expire on Friday and selling next week awesome. So I'm rolling everything into the next week, which means it buys me another 5 days. Most of the time, it gives me an additional premium. Now, when you're doing a roll, there's certain things you got to make sure of. Number one, make sure that you're actually getting a profit and not having to pay. Now, Jeremy, the wheel strategy all the way. I love the wheel strategy. I really do. Okay? It's a wonderful strategy. However, you're new here, Jeremy. Uh-oh. Club Med Tom, what's happening? Just got my free 30-day Thinkorswim access. All right, Club Med Tom, that's going to be a little bit more complicated than right now. Top 10 stocks. PFE, rollout week. All right, I missed a whole bunch of questions, just missed. I have to go back. Thanks a lot. Wish I understood this. Got that one. James would be a great teacher. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. It's WK. We did that one. Theta decay. Got that one. Back. Here we go. Okay, which studies bar would you recommend to use to help make decisions? I don't use 80 studies at all. Okay, they're there. They're available. There's a shitload of them. Literally. Let's go to chart. Studies. Quick study. Okay? This is just the quick studies. Look at them all. And everyone that has one of these little diamonds next to it, well, has a whole shitload to go. Whole shitload more. Okay, the next one down, look. Well, now I can do A through M. Well, there's a whole shitload there. M through S, a whole shitload there. Whole shitload there. Then go to the next one, even more. There's so many studies available. Okay, I have no clue on any of them. Now, I've been using Thinkorswim, this platform, for over 20 years. I have no clue about 98% of the crap that's on this website because it just doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, I grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, and we had a very good saying. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it's working fine, leave it alone. Okay, so I'm at that point in my life where money is not a moving factor for me. I like things simple, safe, predictable. I get my 1% every single week. Could I sit in front of my computer and make more money? Yes, I could. Do I want to? No, I don't. I prefer to go down to Sarasota. It's an hour's drive. Hang out with my grandson. He's 4 years old. He's a blast to hang out with when he's not sick. Now that he's in kindergarten, he's sick every week. Is what it is. All right. State ref, I would still split 3 to 5. Yep. Wheel strategy all the way. Yep. That Tesla earnings day was nice. I'm sure it was. I don't do that. I could watch a stream forever. Thank you there, Rob. What kind of stocks I want to be making some money with, then no money. I have no idea, State Ref, what are you talking about? USA vaccines. Oh, hell no. PFE, we already looked at that one. Just buy Spider. Oh, hell no. All you need is set it and forget it. Gee, I'm going to disagree with you so freaking loud it's going to make your head spin. Reason why I say that. Well, let's take a look at Spider. Because you think SPY is good. SPY. Okay. Number one, SPY is $571 a share. That's just number one. Number two, let's take a look at the consistency of the increases in the dividends. Because being retired, you rely on a certain amount of money coming in at the same time. Okay? Okay, goes all the way back to 93. Let's take a look at the numbers. 21, 32, 29. If it's so wonderful, why are they losing money? Okay, what do I mean by losing money? A dividend is a portion of the profits. If the profits drops, well, so does the dividend. So it kind of goes the same way. If the dividend drops, well, that means the profits drop also. Correct? Okay, if a dividend is a portion of the profits, okay, if the profits go up, the dividends should go up also. So if a dividend is going down, that means that profits are going down. So let's take a look. Okay, June 18, 1993, 32 cents a share. Not a lot, but very next week it goes down to 29. Well, that's a 3-cent drop. Well, 3-cent drop on a 30-cent dividend, that's 10%. That's like, okay, if you got a Social Security check for $1,000 a month, next month you get 900. That's 10%. Okay, just because it's only 3 cents, 3 cents is 10%. That's freaking huge. Okay, but it gets worse. Seriously, it does. Okay, 32.27. Well, now it dropped 5 cents. Well, 5 cents on a $30 stock is 15%, somewhere in that area. Okay, you're talking a 15% drop. That's like going from 1,000 down to 850. That's a huge when you're retired and you're relying on a consistent income. But it gets worse. It does. Hold on. 32 to 27, down. 31 to 29, down again. 36 to 27. That's 9 cents drop. 9 cents on a 36-cent dividend. That's a 25% drop. How can you possibly tell me that SPY is good? Seriously. But wait, it gets worse. You may not think so, but it does. The consistency of the up and down. Okay, 27, 32, 31, 38, 29, down. 35, 37, 30, down. Over 20% drop. 35, 35, 38, 31, 7 cent drop. 7 cents is 16% drop. 36, 39, 32, 7 cents. That is 20% drop. 37, 35, 37, 35, drop again. 38, 41, 32. That's 9. That's on a 41. What's 9 on 41? That's 20, 24, 25. That's freaking 25% drop. And this is the way it continues every single month. Up, down, up, down, up, down. No consistency whatsoever. So what the hell are you thinking putting your money into something that's not consistently profitable? There's 9,724 different companies you can invest in. There are over 300 that are consistently profitable. When I say consistently profitable, I mean higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Not up, down, up, down. But wait, it gets worse. It does. So let's just, the dividends suck. Okay, they do. No consistency, always up, always down. But it does get worse. Let's look at the summary for the S&P. Okay, the S&P, SPY. Look at the yield. If you're going to put your money into the S&P, you're going to walk away at the end of the year with 1.22%. 1.22%. Fuck, I can get that off of Macy's in 1 week. Why the hell would I put my money, tie it up for a whole year to get 1.2%? What the hell are you thinking? Seriously. Do some serious research. Look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. 1.2% for the year. Not a week, not a month, not a quarter. A year. Why the hell would you... Fuck it. Do whatever the hell you want. SPY, no. Sorry. Bona, are you doing any recommendations? I don't do any recommendations. I look at numbers and I give you my opinion. Okay, my opinion on SPY, no. Absolutely horrible returns. What are your top 10 dividend stocks? I already told you all that one. None of your business. Not your business. That's funny because not your business is actually asking me what's up, and I told you where they are. Are you doing any recommendations every evening for the next day's trade? No, I do not. I don't make any recommendations whatsoever. I look at stocks. You guys give me stocks to look at. See, this is what you guys give me. I write them down. I take a look at them. I interpret them, and I tell you what I think. I have a certain trading strategy. It is simple. It is safe. It is predictable. It is easy. And it makes about 1% every week. Sometimes I make more than 1%. Sometimes I make less. But I average over 1% every week. Okay, which tools are you using? Thinkorswim. That's it. That's the only one I'm using. Thinkorswim. I like watching you, but I don't like you doing 3 runs of questions at the same time. Okay, terribly sorry about that. Andrea, For Foot Locker, I'd rather get 3% next week because it's still so many other stocks for this week. Yep, I agree with you there too. Meta, nope, doesn't have 20 years of dividends. Okay, no dividends, no thank you. I think you're a genius. I thank you, Meatballs. How can I learn how to invest in stocks and increase my income? Kaler, just keep coming back every night. Okay, you're not going to get it all. I don't expect anybody to get it all at once. Okay, I've already committed myself to be here every single night till the end of the year. At the end of the year, I will figure it out. Okay, because at the beginning of the year, in January, I said, I'm going to do it for the first quarter, then I'll figure it out from there. Well, first quarter came and went, and then it just caught on, and a lot of people just kept on joining. So I made the commitment to do it for the rest of the year. What is your exercise routine? You are very fit. I actually play soccer, believe it or not. 60 years old, and I still play soccer. I'm out there playing with guys that are in their 20s and 30s, and they're looking at me and say, shit, I hope I'm still playing at 60. But yeah, I still run around circles in some of those 20-year-olds. Why so many platforms? There's only one platform, dude, and that's just Thinkorswim. Oh, Thinkorswim and Robinhood. Well, Robinhood is simple and easy. It's right on my phone. And it's where my grandson's account is because it's actually simple. When, W-E-N, doesn't have monthly dividends, it's going to be a no. How do I make chicken stock? Should I invest in it? Yeah, where do you get the dividend calendar? The dividend calendar is actually in Thinkorswim. Now, the reason why I've been using Thinkorswim and only Thinkorswim for the past 20 years, it's the only trading platform that I know of that has the trigger trade, that has the dividend calendar, and maneuvering between what I'm looking for. It has everything I'm looking for. Okay? There's an old line in a movie, you're everything in a woman I thought I never knew I wanted. Okay, so it's everything I never knew I always wanted in the trading platform. What's the seasonal trend for Intel? They're reporting earnings in 2 days. Bad fish, that's a good question. Let's take a look at Intel. INTC. Okay, see, that's not that bad if you look at it. To the end of the year, okay? This is one of the reasons why I like Intel. Look at that, fourth quarter. Nice movement to the upside. Now, is that guaranteed? No. The only thing guaranteed in life is death and taxes. But that's what it's done over the last 10 years. You know what? Just for the fun of it, let's change it and look at the 20 years. Wait a second. That's not 10 years. That's 20 years. That's 10 years. I changed it to 20 years, but okay. So this is 10 years. Okay. Okay, this is where we are right now. So over the last 10 years, this is what it normally does. Now this is set at 10 years. Well, let's set it for the 20 and see what it looks like. Here we go here, and 20 years. Okay, so over the last 20 years, this is what Intel has done. Over the last 20 years in the fourth quarter. Well, 20 years of consistently going up in the fourth quarter, that's good enough for me. Gray matter. Dude, I'm getting ready to sign off. I'm here from 9 until 11:30. It's 11:31 and you're just getting here. Welcome. Okay. Now, if you're really interested in what I have to say, over on YouTube, the screen right here you see, that is recorded. So you can actually watch all of this evening's video on YouTube. Okay, last night's is there, the night before is there. There's over 300 or 400 videos on YouTube. Anyway, let's keep on going. All right, let's go back to standard. Okay, there we go, and back to here. All right, Dina, I haven't heard or seen you in a while. Hope everything's okay. Soul Crusher, you're new here. Any recommendations for stocks before election? Nope, I don't make recommendations. What seasonal trend? We already looked at that one. Trading stocks is just gambling with more steps. Frosty. I'm not quite sure I agree with you, but okay. MoshPay. O's a big fat no. Sorry, dude. Their dividends are horrible. Their rate of return for the year is horrible. Okay, so it's a big fat no. Warren Buffett, since I bought, it has gone up substantially over 100%. Okay. What do we get from your Discord? Stanley, how are you today? Well, the Discord is only a portion of what you get. Now, in the Discord, it's really cool because those guys, I'm hardly ever on the Discord. I go every once in a while just to do, see what's going on, answer some questions. Okay, but for the most part, those guys over there, they got their own thing going on. They talk about different trades than I talk about here. Because believe it or not, here online right now, live, I only teach one trading strategy and only one. But on the Discord, they teach other ones. They actually talk to each other. They have other ones. They have spreadsheets. They share back and forth. Ideas. They shoot back and forth. Oh, TikTok Hamburglar. I'm not a boomer, dude. I'm a Gen Xer. So it doesn't bother me a bit by you calling me that because as a Gen Xer, don't really care. Isn't that weird? What do I do with this information? Clarissa, I'm not 100% sure what you want to do with this information. Now, you've been here a bunch of times because I remember your name. What do you do with the information? That's totally up to you. Okay? There's an old expression. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I can tell you what stocks are going to go up tomorrow, but what are you going to do with that information? That's totally up to you. Okay, Saji, you asked me about Chipotle a while ago. Okay? I'm going to take a quick look at it for you. CMG, even though we're past 11:30. Okay, Chipotle. Okay, simple. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look, it went up, down. Now it's going back up again. It's at 60.49. We already looked at this one tonight. They're paying a nice premium, but they don't have any dividends. So for me, it's a no. But every once in a while, I will trade Chipotle when it gets over a 5% return. See, right now, at 57.40, I'd be looking at the 58s, and the 58s are going for 380. Well, 380 on a $58 stock, well, that's over 6%. So I might actually do that one. But it's at the high of the 30-day period. Look, 30 days ago, we're way down here. Okay? Yesterday was a 30-day high. That's going to be a no. For me, anyway. Sorry, I missed the 5 dividend stick sites to use. Can someone drop them here? Google blew up. I have no idea what that means. What are your top 10 stocks? I already told you about that one. IONQ? No, sorry. Tape reading? What the hell is tape reading? Thoughts on GRMN? Garmin? No, they don't have 20 years of increased dividends. James, you've taught me a lot, and I've been able to supplement my income because of you. L-Rock! Cool beans! I'm glad you like it. Salco, hey, James. Andrea. Stanley, are you single? I would like to... Oh, my goodness. I know it's a no, James, but remember I did bring Hertz up and something you can cross the line. Yes, I actually did buy some Hertz. Thank you. MSTR? No. SOXL? No. SMCI? Hell no. How do we join? Stanley, hold on a second. Thoughts on Garmin? Garmin, GRMN. GRMN. No. See that? Monthly. November, December, January, April. That's a monthly optionable stock. No matter how you cut it, it still ends up peanuts. I don't know if anybody remember that commercial. Snickers, no matter how you cut it, ends up peanuts. No, I don't do monthlies because the numbers just don't work. And trying to figure out where it's going to be in 4 weeks, yeah, that's challenging. I don't do monthlies, sorry. Super microcomputer, we already looked at that one earlier. MSTR is going to be a no. Thoughts on MPW? We already did MPW. Flow, haven't done Flow. What the heck is Flow? Flowers Food? Yeah, that's a monthly, that's a no. Okay, we already did MPW. It's great. Walgreens is not the new Rite Aid. He should definitely do research before you blurt things out. That's true. Oh, I was just going to say, Andrea did a very good report on Walgreens. Walgreens has been around for a long time. Ain't going anywhere. Okay, they'll consolidate. They'll get rid of the dead weight, and it'll be a whole new thing sometime next year. MPW, I like MPW. How do I find my account on Thinkorswim? How do I find my account on Thinkorswim? Well, you have to log into it. Oh, how do you fund your account? Okay, Julian, the easiest way to fund your account, especially being as new as you are, see in the top corner right there, okay, where it says support, Click on that, talk to those guys, they'll walk you right through it. Oh my God, Trevor, that's inappropriate, dude. Seriously. I seriously need a I need a moderator over on YouTube. Some of the stuff is totally inappropriate. Jill, James, your Gen X is showing. Yeah, it probably is. But the funny thing is, you can't mess with a Gen Xer. Really, you can't. You can try. But the funny thing is, it's so hard for people to grasp it. It really is. It's like, I can say it, but most people will deny it and say, no, that's not true. It's fucking true. We honestly don't give a shit about your feelings. There is no safe space. There is no participation trophy. There are two genders, male, female. I don't really want to get into the conversation about it because it's nothing but a waste of my time. And I will not engage in conversations with stupid people. Trade, Levy, I think he means, do you prefer to buy or sell? Okay. Yeah, the way it came out was totally inappropriate. So anyway, yeah, my Gen X is showing. Okay, I have no problem with it whatsoever. Okay, I'm one of those people who prefer to be left alone. You could drop me out in the middle of the woods. I'll be perfectly fine. I will. Okay, what's the difference between rolling up, rolling down, rolling up, rolling out, and rolling down? Okay. Dina, we can cover that a different day. It's just another strategy that we can save, either make some money off of it, or save save our position, or not be called out, or not be susceptible to losing anything. It's just another tool in the tool belt. That's about it. Dina, you think Ted's funny? How do you gauge how much up, meaning when the stock moves up? How much I see up moves, but okay, Andrea, I'm not 100% sure what you're saying here. How do you gauge how much up, meaning when the stock moves up? All right, Andrea. Okay, you've been here long enough. Okay. Now, stocks go up, they go down, they go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. Now, when they go up, how do you join the site? Go to the 10-Minute Trader or the10minutetrader.com. Okay, that's my website. Okay, if you want to join my live morning trading group, which meets every day, 5 days a week, I stay on as long as you guys keep asking questions. Once you stop asking questions, I call it a day. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday and Fridays are the most important days. Monday's when we buy. Friday is when we balance out and we either move into next week or we get ready for the next week. But right there where it says trading live online, okay, this may sound similar. Simple, safe, predictable, 1% per week, live nightly training, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. About us. If you're looking to strike it rich overnight, this ain't it. My main focus is simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. Next, check out this. This pisses people off. Investing your own money shouldn't be difficult. Stop making it more complicated than it needs to be. Learn more about this simple strategy or live trading. Join our morning trading group. Okay? Then you go down here. And this will take you to all my current trades. All the trades I've done this year from January 1st all the way until last week. I haven't put up this week's yet. Okay? Click on any single one. It'll tell you each and every position. Okay? The timestamp over here, what kind of a trade it was, a buy or a sell, how many options, how many stocks, what the stock was, what's the date, what's the call strike, what's the price I either paid. Green is buying, red is selling. What did I collect? Okay? And then, right beside it, will tell you how much I made that week. 3.61, 8.1. I haven't calculated those numbers out yet, but everything is there. I don't hide anything. You guys can, I'm basically an open book. What are the 25 tickets? All right, hold on a second. We need more teachers like you. Amazing. If you have all your teaching is great, amazing. Thank you there. I'll wait on it too. Alrighty. What the 25 tickers you write down for next week? Oh, what are them? Yeah, dude. All right, you ready? Here we go. I'm going to go through this really quick and see how quickly you can grasp them. Actually, it's more than 25. It's like 50. It's Alibaba, CVS, Nucor, Devon, Occidental Petroleum, Intel, Merck, Dell, Boeing, Siri, 3M, Raytheon, Lowe's, Marathon, Citigroup, Philip Morris, Texas Instruments, Kimberly-Clark, Colgate, Lowe's, Whirlpool, Dollar General, AAP, which is Advanced Auto Parts, ConocoPhillips, Taiwan Semiconductors, Ford, Valero. That's half the list. That's enough. All right. Is Costco good for this? I don't like Costco only because COST. Did they already do their split? No, they haven't done their split yet. $900 a share? Yeah, no thank you. Simone Kellanova. I have no idea what Kellanova is. Sorry, Simone. Amazon. Hell no. No dividends? No thank you. What are the chances options may execute if it's in call? Very real. I think this year I've had 2. Wait a minute. No. 5 stocks got called away from me. Okay. Now I have 6 different accounts, so I got 5. I need that freedom you have. I'm only 27 and I don't want money. I want freedom. Okay, tough shit, dude. Put your time in. Okay. I've been working since 1973. I'm 60 years old. At age 27, I started my own company, okay, and I started my family. At age 29, I had 2 kids, a house, a business, and a whole shitload of bills. Okay, I'm an honest believer that everybody should contribute to society in some positive manner for a certain period of time. Okay, you're 27, you ain't done yet. Sorry, but if you did, it's not that difficult. Figure out how much you need. Figure out what kind of a trading strategy to get you to what you need. This one here makes 1% per week. That's 50% per year. So if I need $50,000 to live comfortably every year, well, I need $100,000 invested in making 1% every week. Okay, that's $1,000 every week to give me $50,000 a year. Opinion on what to buy this week before election. Coach Marvel, how are you? What is your business, Professor Gaudino? I don't have a business anymore. I'm retired. Why do you think will happen to PYTM? I have SPY tomorrow? Don't know, don't care. It's not on my list. Did Harley Davidson turn around yet? I don't think it did. Well, actually it did. Check it out. The 30-day bottom for Harley Davidson was last Thursday. Friday was higher. Monday was higher. Tuesday was higher. So we're at 32.63. I have it at 35. I sold the 33s. Okay. But the nice thing about my Harley Davidson, hold on a second. Wet bag. You exactly my dad's age. He was an alcoholic until 10 years ago. Now he has 5 different properties he rents out. That's $1,000 every month, and we all do is repair and remodel. Freaking, that's awesome, dude. Seriously. I feel sorry. Some people have to hit a rock bottom before they say, this is it, no more. Congratulations on him. He did it. Wonderful. Awesome. I hope he's teaching you something. Okay, you do the same thing and just keep on keeping on. So yeah, Harley Davidson didn't turn around. Check it out. Up, down, up, down. Now she's going back up again. It's currently at 32.91. I got it at 36. Well, I got it in 4 in 4 different accounts. Missed that question. Trevor, you're my days at my dad's age too. That's disturbing, dude. Okay, so it's currently on the way up. I actually got it at 36 in a couple accounts and 35 in others. Okay, because I have it in 4 different accounts. How to see the history of dividend payouts on Yahoo Finance? Club Med Tom. Well, simple. Go to Yahoo Finance. Over in the left-hand corner, you'll have historical data. Click on historical data. Okay. Historical prices. Dividends only. And then you can look at what dividends you want to take a look at. You want to take a look at the last year, last 5 years, or all of them. Okay, I like looking at all of them. Look at that. From 135 to 110. That's a 25-cent drop. Hell no. I don't. It boggles my mind. You know, you put something right in front of someone's face and saying, you know, this is horrible. Okay, you get 1.2% per year, yet they still sell that crap. Anyway, how to see history? Can I download your brain? Yep. 86, dude, you're just getting here. It's 10 minutes of 12. Okay, Trevor. Think I saw you in here yesterday. Yeah, you did. I'm here every single night. Oh, look at this. I got 4 people joining over here on Instagram as I'm getting ready to leave. Reddit went great today. Cool beans. Duke, what are you saying? I work installing water, sewer, and storm drain pipes, driving a tractor. Nothing wrong with that at all. It's a what do you call it? Okay. It's a noble profession. Someone's got to do it. I like adios. Okay. I drank too much before the earnings call. Oh, nice. I love Riot as well. Earnings came out this week as well. Yep. Why do you own Riot? No dividend. Okay, bad fish. Every once in a while, you'll see me buy something that is totally off base. That is because I have, I do invest for other people, and they give me what their opinion is once in a while. So sometimes I buy what they tell me to. Not that I agree with it. Just got my free setup. Okay. Uh-oh. All right, look at this. I'm almost done. I'm almost caught up. What do you say about the stock coin? Hell no. It's too new. Intel, 2 new fabs in Ohio will be transformative to local community. Cool. Do you trade live? Victor, yes I do. How you doing, Victor? You're new here. Welcome to the show. I'm usually here between 9 and 11:30. I'm running a little late because I got a lot of questions over on TikTok and YouTube and keeping me kind of busy. You guys over here on Instagram don't really ask a lot of questions for some strange reason. I'm going to study this stock stuff real hard to get the professor's approval. All right, there you go. What's your name on YouTube? The 10-Minute Trader. Thanks, 86. Hey, James, I liked you better in red yesterday. Gonna have to retire the blue shirt until election. You know, I didn't even think of that. But I don't do politics, so don't even start. Because most people don't want to hear what I have to say. Okay, except for other Gen Xers. They love what I have to say. Is there a week left on a month? Would you consider? No. The numbers just never work out because if you miss it, you have to carry it for 4 weeks. Trevor, no, you don't. All right, Kellanova's a love child from Kellogg's Split. Is the Discord voice? No, the Discord is actually, you type to each other. I have no idea how to do voice on Discord. I'm asking because I'm holding forever. Sweet potato thighs. Really? Sweet potato thighs? Alibaba. Ooh, Alibaba. Okay, well, Alibaba looks good to get into. Okay, I have no idea what you did when you got into it, but look, here's your 30-day high. She drops down 1, 2, 3 days to the upside. If you like Alibaba, which I did do it. I did do it for a couple of months, the beginning of the year. Oh, well, sorry about that. Now, sweet potato thighs. Terribly sorry I didn't get to your question sooner, but I got 7 channels going and there's a lot of questions to go to. I think, okay, Trevor, some things, believe it or not, I do not need to hear. Okay, see, some of the stuff that you're writing, not going to affect me any way, shape, or form. So I really prefer you to keep it to yourself. Seriously. I mean, you can say what you want, seriously. But there's certain things I'll tolerate and certain things I won't. Can you please spell your username, as I am having trouble finding it? Really? The THE 1010 minute MINUTE trader TRADER the 10-minute trader. All right, so that's it. Look at this, 11:53. Trevor, come on, behave yourself, dude. All right, so I am done for the evening, getting ready to turn into a pumpkin. I got some apple pie still. Now, I told you guys last night, fresh apple pie last night, still on the stove. I'm going to have some tonight. So you guys have some great day, and wish me luck with the motorhome tomorrow, because we got the mechanic coming out and hopefully get the damn thing started and moved. So have a great night, everyone, and we will see you again tomorrow. Come on, Facebook doesn't want to turn off. Okay, fine, fuck it. Then over on X, I gotta figure out how to do on X, because I'm not getting any traction on that whatsoever. It's like, it's almost pointless. Okay, I don't know why that's still playing. Alright, I'll have to figure that one out.
Martian is here. JBHR. I have no idea how you pronounce any of that. Gilbert is here. Gilbert, how you doing? Brandon!
Done over here. Catch you guys tomorrow.